Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Fate of Aeothar. When we last left off, the party had escorted the final group of refugees through the underground tunnels, where the older man with the crippled leg revealed himself to be Aeothar, the bronze dragon. Telling the party he would help them, he set off and went to who knows where, awaiting the battle. Upon returning to Wintervale Castle, the people remaining, the soldiers, the merchants, and the people who did not evacuate, are celebrating their final day before the battle. And an old friend, Kilgrim the dwarf, returns to assist the party. With him is a battalion of dwarven berserkers. And that's where we're picking up. The party is still in full swing. What are all of you doing?
Hi, Talia would like to look around and see if she sees anyone. If she sees her girlfriend, essentially.
Excellent.
I was about
Okay.
to say, if you say ex-girlfriend, they're gonna fucking murder you on spot. You fucking roll for
In-game.
initiative, you asshole.
In game.
Okay, roll a perception check.
Perception is something I'm good at. I say as I probably roll very badly. No, it's an 18. Ha!
Is it weird because you're drunk now? Kidding.
You see quite a few people that you recognize. You see Kilgrim the dwarf, you see the Duke, you see Captain Balthazar from Vudar, but you don't see anyone resembling your girlfriend.
Okay.
The amount of people we have named after just like the names of like positions, I confused the Duke with the Baron for a second. I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck, a Duke?
Also, not to be that guy, no longer crippled dragon.
True.
No longer
True.
crippled dragon.
Nah, he's fell down the stairs since then.
Yeah, now he's re-crippled. Since the last time we saw him, he went and fucked up his leg again. Yeah.
Tried to
Crash
walk on
landing.
the fool.
Moss is probably having a drinking contest with whichever dwarf is dumb enough to challenge him.
And you best believe I'm hosting it.
Okay, so
You know what? If I see that, can I like just go and watch?
sure. So
Like
you're
cheater?
going like head-to-head drinking with a dwarf?
In fact,
This is
to
probably like
paint
the
this
third
picture,
dwarf in.
what is happening right now is
Okay.
Tony's leading Moss around looking for people to start drinking contests with him because it's the funniest shit he's ever seen.
Moss is in human Moss form right now. He's got the hood up.
Okay. Yeah,
It's like
so
going up to dwarves like, you bet you can drink more than this guy.
yeah, you walk around and you see like this haggard-looking old dwarf, and he has like a white beard and white hair, and he looks very, very old. And you see him just pounding drinks like nothing.
I approach and say, you down for a little alcoholic fun?
And he says, "Always."
Perfect. My good old buddy 7-foot Pete here. He reckons he could drink you under the table.
Moss is actually roughly the same height as you in this form. Unfortunately for that joke.
And he says, "Oh, is that so?" And looks at you.
He's called 7-foot Pete because of his personality, not because of his height.
And he says, "Well,
Well, that
7
is
foot
so.
Pete, why don't you take a seat and we'll get going?"
Moss wordlessly turns his body very heavily, moves, and takes a seat across from the old dwarf.
Okay.
Do I see this?
Yeah, I would say so. You said that
Okay,
you're.
I go.
You said
and
you're walking
I
over there,
stand
right?
Next to. I stand.
You said you're walking over there, right?
Yeah, I said whenever if I see them, I walk over. I stand next. I would like to stand next to Tony to just cheer Moss on.
Okay.
Cheerleader of the group.
I'm just chilling in the corner, sipping some fucking ale and watching over everything. And
Okay.
shaking my head.
And
I'd like to ask the dwarf's name if that's okay.
sure, yeah. He looked at you and says, "My name's Dewey."
Dewey.
Dewey.
Well, Dewey. And I slide him a glass
Ah, there it is.
from on the table.
And he takes it and he kind of snaps for one of the tavern wenches to bring over like a few big jugs of some kind of
when he
alcohol.
When he snaps and turns his head away, I want to go ahead and cast guidance on myself.
Okay.
That's
Do that
cheating.
and roll stealth.
The whole thing is cheating.
Mm-hmm. Stealth or sleight of hand. It doesn't really matter. 12.
As you do that, you see him like look over from the corner of his eyes and says, "No funny stuff. We'll just wait till that little trick wears off before we commence."
Oh, that's all right. And then he waves the hand, and it stops casting before it finishes.
I look over at Moss like, yeah, Pete.
And he said,
Do this fair and square.
and he physically like turns around and looks at you and says, "Well, now I know why you're undefeated."
Oh, that's not why he's undefeated, trust me.
No, just waiting for someone good enough.
And he says,
And you
"Well,
could be that someone doing.
I think you found him."
A
And
smirk
he,
like very, very slowly starts to form. He's not too. It's not like a half smirk. He's not really good at it, but he's trying.
Hold on a second, can't Talia give bardic inspiration?
Well, yeah, but that would also be cheating.
Yeah, but that would be less obvious.
Hey,
That would
stop
be
that
less
up.
obvious, wouldn't
Just
it
go.
be? Okay,
And,
okay, I would like to gift Moz. Where is it? Where's the fucking bardic spray? Oh, there.
And bar-
Right, I
bardic
popped.
inspiration is-
Just play a happy tune about Moss's potential victory.
I'm just like, singing, like, woo, like.
Okay.
What did you call it?
Pete.
17.
We all
Gonna
know
rock
Mossy
it.
Pete, right? That guy.
And gonna cast with that bardic inspiration on him. Which shouldn't
So,
be that obvious because he's just singing.
So yeah, I assume since you're like just like singing and stuff, roll another stealth check because you are trying to.
Come on. Yes!
Yeah.
18. Okay. And he picks up his glass and says, "Well then, let's begin."
I looked at them both like, you know the rules. Simple bar rules here. One
And,
down the most drinks wins.
and he kind of holds his glass out to you in like a cheers motion,
I mimic the gesture.
and you like clink glasses, and then he pounds his drink.
I pound mine.
Roll a con.
Come
No.
on.
No.
And
Even with the guidance, that wouldn't have worked. Well, here, hold on. No, I get a D8.
Well, you don't have to add it to that.
Well, might as well try. 10.
Less drunk.
Don't beat him, but partial success.
And he finishes before you and like slams the glass on the table and like wipes his mouth and says, "Come on, laddie, you're letting me down here. I expected something better."
As
And-
they say, age before beauty.
Fucker has a
Nice.
+6 in Constitution?
And
He's a
yes,
Fucking dwarf fighter. What do you mean?
and
Probably cottage strength, because he's a monster.
we'll say best 2 out of 3 successes. Yeah.
Man.
Sound good? All right.
100%.
So he picks up his glass, like sets it out, like clinks yours, slams it down.
Another. 15.
Hey!
Ooh, 11.
Hey.
Ooh.
Yes!
It's all tied up. He finished yours a little bit quicker and set it back down, and he like finishes his just right after and sets it down like a little after you. It's close.
Keep up, old man.
And he says, "Haha, I like your style. Another."
Indeed.
And you go for it all. Ooh, that is nice. Ooh,
Yes!
nice.
Look at that!
Step to me!
Fuck yeah!
Step to me, old man!
And he kind of chokes on his a little bit as you finish yours and slam it down on the table.
I raise Moss's arm in the air, triumphantly.
Not even drunk, not even feeling anything, because you're a machine.
He's pounding another beer as he's like his arm is
With your
being
arm.
raised. Yeah. It's like going into the beard, and it's not. It weirdly the beard stays clean. It's magical.
And he looks at you and like pulls out a little pouch from his belt and says, "Ah, you're as good as they say you are," and hands it over to you, and says, "Take care," and walks away.
Oh, what? Thank you. And then he'll open the pouch.
It's got like 20 gold in it.
Hey, gold's gold, baby.
Fuck
Joey,
yeah.
what man?
Wait.
Respectful dwarf.
20 gold. We take those. slip that in its pouch. Actually, I'm going to divide it into 2 separate pouches, and then each of those separate pouches go into the bag of holding.
Okay. So you're
And yes,
just,
I am keeping track of how this is split.
Okay.
I'd like to call over. Who will be next to challenge 7 feet Pete?
Again,
Natalia also
not-
chimes in. Come one, come all. Who thinks they can beat our friend 7 feet?
And
7 feet seat. Beat me, keep me.
and you see kind of like a stranger looking dwarf begin approaching. He's not as like big and barrel chested as the others. He's not nearly as gruff. He's more clean shaven, and he has what looks like a home crafted pair of like glasses on, and he's very clean shaven. And he walks up and says, I've been studying you. I think I might be able to beat you if you're still looking, of course."
I'd be honored, sir. And then, like, very metallic bow.
And
I pull out the chair for him.
as he like begins to walk over, he passes by Talia and turns and looks and says, "Your singing is lovely."
Thank you.
And you see
Take
him
pride in it.
pull out like a small vial and say, "I've got my own tricks too," and chugs it.
Oh, and then Moss flicks his hand. Is that okay then?
Oh, do you want my extra bardic inspiration still? I'm saying this out of character. Just for good measure. Just for good
no,
measure, you're getting
I'm
my.
not
No,
metagaming.
you're.
If you want to ask that in game, you can ask that in game.
You're
Well, I'm
gonna.
not
I'm just gonna give it to you. Here,
Okay.
you're gonna get an extra. There you go.
But yeah, it says like, "Is this okay then?" And like a smile is forming across the bearded man's face, even though he can't control it.
He says, "By all means, by all means.
It's like a jokerish
Let's
smile.
let's make this interesting."
Wait, can Moss have
Indeed.
bardic inspiration and guidance?
Yes.
Damn.
Oh.
Okay.
And also, something else he can have is the thing he already had and Oliver forgot about, which is the fact that I have fucking advantage against poison, which we talked about was alcohol's poison. Remember that, kids. Alcohol's poison. I do have luck if I need it, but that's no fun. I'll use it if I'm like 1-to-1 and I go to lose, but we're not going to worry about that.
Mm-hmm.
So, if that's the case, are you ready?
He says,
And
by all means.
And I'll cast guidance on myself. I'll take the song from Talia, and I raise my glass to his.
And he lifts his and clinks it to yours and says, "Cheers."
Indeed. So this is this plus a d4. I'm going to go ahead and hold the inspiration. So that's going to be a 22.
And just for reference, the Bardic Inspiration's only good for once every 10 minutes.
Ah, shit, that's true. Damn it.
Oh, fuck.
So you don't have that. Damn it.
No, if you can use another burn and I can use it again. I only have a 10-minute window to use it.
Oh,
It doesn't
okay.
run out. So
Yeah.
every time I use it, you have to use another one. And you only have so many as I believe it's your charisma modifier.
4.
Yeah, or is
Yeah.
it proficiency bonus?
Once
One of those.
within the next
no,
10
it's-
minutes.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna use the first one that I was given at the beginning of this. Of
Okay.
this drinking contest, not the last one. Okay, so yeah, 22 is my first number.
Yeah, and he got a 17, so
Beautiful.
you take
As
that
he,
one.
As he puts down the pint, I'd like to ask his name.
What's that?
He's gonna hit you with that's.
Can I ask the dwarf's name as well?
He's gonna hit you with that's none of your concern.
Yeah, he says, Ferngal.
Ferngal. That's a nice name.
And he says, "Thank you, it's the only one that I have." And you see him reach into his cloak and pull out like a powder and into his own face. And you see him just like,
Oh,
An
Oh.
little dwarf.
okay. And Moss will hit himself with another guidance. And go and pound the second drink.
And he does as well.
As they're like drinking, I get everyone in the crowd going, oh.
Ooh, 26.
Feels like does this go 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 like on the table.
24.
Yeah.
You're 26. Okay. And
You want a 3, baby.
and he looks at you and says, you are good, aren't you?
That's what happens when you're made of, and he goes to hit his chest, but then stops. Flesh. He puts his hand down.
I lift his hand up again and be like, can anyone beat 7 feet Pete? The victor again!
And the rest of the dwarves look like they are engaged in like other like conversations and different stuff at the moment.
I can't
It
beat
was-
7 feet Pete.
It was well fought. Ferngal's like, he goes, who wants to? And everyone turns away that was watching.
Oh, no. He's fine.
But I turn to Ferngal and say, that was well fought, sir.
And he says, you as well. You as well. You're every bit the drinker they said you were, so I will give this to you. And he gives you like a small satchel, and inside is that dust, and
I was gonna ask him what that does.
I was so excited.
and it essentially adds a D6 to your to any roll.
And he
Okay, so it's
rolled.
cocaine?
Well, no, like skill checks and attack rolls. Sorry.
Okay,
So
skill
it's
checks
cocaine?
and attack rolls.
Yeah, skill checks and attack rolls. I bet.
Roughly
it
how many
cocaine?
uses
One.
does this dust have?
One.
Does this one use? Okay, so one use I get a bonus.
It's a baggie.
Oh, it's a dime bag.
It's
Yeah.
literally like cooking.
It's like no, it's like a velvet D&D dice bag, like one of those.
So it's like
With
you put it over
cocaine.
your nose, you breathe in, and for
But
6 seconds you can do something amazing.
but it's not like completely full or anything. There's there's like
Is this?
A
So I
serving.
turn to the man, like looking at the dust and like pinching it and like moving it between my fingers. Like, what is this made of?
and he says, "Oh, I'm a chemist, so it's a little concoction I whipped up."
Is this?
Hardrada's ears perk up at the sound of chemist.
I thought you were gonna say concoction.
But like, so is the base of this plants?
Squid ink.
And they're like, ink. What is this dust called?
He says, "Well, I haven't really named it yet. How about Thunder of the God Dust?"
Thunder of the god dust.
What color is the dust?
That seems a bit long. How about just thunder?
And sure. And it the color is a very it's almost like inky black, almost purple. And
It's bloody cocaine.
and there's like chunks of like a tan like residue kind of coating the outside of it as well.
Mm,
Interesting. Thunder dust.
cocaine.
I thank you, sir.
And he says, use it well, use it well.
If I can figure out how.
And he
Wait, no, we
walks
figured
away.
out Moss can breathe. That's canon now. He can breathe.
But yeah, and he walks away.
Very robotic bow as he leaves.
So yeah, what are you all doing now?
What else
I'm
is going
happy.
on at this party?
Having an existential crisis.
Yeah, it's. Go ahead.
You can go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, currently the party, it's in full swing, and there's just groups of Wintervale soldiers talking with the Vudarian people. There's like the dwarves have kind of dispersed and started mingling with everyone too. The Duke is currently at one of the banquet tables, and he's chowing down on like a rack of lamb.
Oh, yeah, what I wanted to ask, is Kirk here? Can I see Kirk?
Kurg, no, Kurg is still in Vudar.
I mean, he's a fighter. My thought was like, oh yeah, he could have been like, oh, damn, Warpog, I'm gonna fight.
Maybe if someone had let him know about it.
Well, Talia,
Party.
Talia claps in her hands, looks around, is like, alright, who's gonna dance with me?
Me.
Yes!
Me.
As far as you guys
Hergiada's
know,
going to-
Kurg is still doing the arena stuff.
Boss is just like drunk in the corner.
I'm gonna dance with Talia.
So,
Yes!
Strada is looking for any blacksmiths or artificers.
My immediate thought was a mate. I don't know why.
Yeah, so
Like it's some kind of nature
I mean,
documentary.
For Hadrada, kind of the same thing, right?
This dwarf.
Blacksmith and mate, right?
So, currently it is late at night, and everyone in town is basically attending the celebration.
Oh, I meant like at the celebration.
Okay. Roll investigation.
I'm looking
Okay.
for someone that looks like a blacksmith.
Someone walks in with some
Investigation, you said?
Yes, sir.
17.
17? Okay. You look around and see... I mean, it's kind of hard to tell what people's occupations are looking around because they've all started dressing up very nicely for the celebration.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't, I'm still wearing
Yeah, I mean, kind of, I guess, beyond all of you, because you were busy, like, as the celebration kind of started to get underway. But yeah, looking around, you do see maybe someone who could be, like, a blacksmith or an armorer, a craftsman for sure.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna walk up to this guy, or girl, I don't know. Did you say guy?
Specifically, are you looking for somebody from Wintervale, or, like, somebody, like, with the dwarves?
Oh, it doesn't really matter. Dwarves,
matter.
Wintervalians, Vudarians.
Okay. So yeah, I would say that the blacksmith that you see, or the craftsman, is one of the dwarven fellows.
Mm-hmm. I step up to him and ask him, hello, how are you?
And he looks fairly sloshed, and you see him kind of turn around and smell like the alcohol on his breath, like, doing fine, how about you?
I'm doing good.
Well, that's good to hear, son.
Of course.
What can I do for you?
I was wondering if you'd like to have a drink with...
Of course. Hop
You would
on
not
up
have won
on the
against 7
stool,
feet,
lad, and he kind of, like, swings at the air next to him for, like, a bar stool.
This is one of the guys that
That's,
already lost
like-
to 7 feet Pete.
Yeah. And it's like a bar stool that's not there, but he's kind of motioning like, step up to the bar then. And you're at like a table.
and I don't know, like I step up.
Okay.
Boy.
Is there a bartender there, or like some drinks?
There's like jugs of alcohol like on the tables, and you see that there's like people walking around with more who are kind of dispersing them out to the tables.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll take a drink and I'll give one to him.
Okay. Yeah, and he takes it from you and says, thank you, and begins, like, drinking it, just, like, pounding it, and, like, you see it, like, dribbling out of his mouth and, like, down his chin and, you know, down his shirt.
Oh, yeah?
And he's...
Tell me more.
And,
Fucking
you, like...
his shirt's open, it's hitting his chest.
Dear God.
Sorry. Sorry.
Okay, continue.
I totally lost my train of thought.
Okay, fair enough. Well,
kind of derailed,
He's drinking alcohol and he was sloshing it around.
derailed there a little bit.
Was being sexy.
Okay, so,
you couldn't handle it.
continuing, I ask him before I even take my drink. So where are you from?
And he says, Finnabear, of course.
Well,
Look
yes. but
around
where
at
from,
all my
Finnegan?
friends. And he, like, kind of spins around a little bit, halfway, and, like, falls back down into his chair, and he's like, how about you? Where are you from?
I am also from Finnebear.
Oh, what part?
I am from, you know the school of, what's the name? It's been a while since I've been there, but the smithing school of Longthorane.
And as you tell him this, he has like his head like on his hand, like on the table, and you see him like dozing off, like, very good.
And I'm like, have a good night.
And you just hear like as his head hits the table.
And I step away, I guess.
So yeah, what is everyone doing?
I'm
Dancing
in.
with Talia.
Yeah, we're dancing.
Dancing? Okay.
Yeah, we're dancing.
Cool. Roll performance checks for me.
Oh, I knew you were gonna ask that.
Are they slow dancing? Are
7!
they barroom dancing?
Can I?
Durgit's crumping.
22.
Talia's breakdancing.
Yeah, Talia's like definitely leading on this one. And Durgat more or less is just getting kind of yanked around as Talia, makes all the moves.
Yeah.
And-
Like, listen, my mom taught me when I was like 7 years old. I'm trying to remember the basic steps. I'm
You want
getting
me to
there.
teach you?
Yeah! Yay!
Talia's like
Yeah, I teach you.
Talia's very smooth, and Durgat is very like herky jerky kind of.
Starts doing the disco.
I'm just gonna teach him.
Yeah, thank you.
Or the
Been a
sprinkler.
while.
Bust out staying alive.
You have a Nerf gun you have like a Nerf gun aimed to my head.
It's like the scene from Hitch. Talia's Will Smith and Durgit Kevin Smith. It's like,
But,
you live here. You live here.
But yeah. So, are you trying to teach Durgat how to dance right now, or are you?
Yes, right now on the dance floor.
Okay.
Talia ain't no pussy.
I don't know how to dance.
Is there any popcorn?
I know how
Ross
to
starts
dance. It's been a
growing
while.
like
Fuck off.
small edible plants, and is just munching on them and then handing them to Tony.
Oh, I'm like picking them off and eating them myself, watching this
Yeah, they just
horror
keep-
unfold.
This is the
So-
horror. Fuck you.
So I'll say for Durgat to like retain what Talia is trying to show them, roll a wisdom, just a straight wisdom check.
Oh no.
As I said, the horror unfold.
Okay,
I need a touch for guidance, so
yeah,
you are
please.
on your own.
Fuck yeah, 14.
Hey.
14. Okay.
That's good.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
you
something.
start getting down the basics. You're nowhere near picking up everything Talia's throwing down, but you're retaining some of it.
Nice.
Talia
As someone
starts
who's
telling
actually
you about
learned ballroom
plies and
dancing,
eleve, and you're like, whoa, what?
As someone who's actually learned ballroom dancing, the basic steps, especially for like one single dance, aren't that difficult to begin with. So
1, 2, 3, 1.
3, yeah.
that's
Are
what.
there any horns in the hall?
Talia sees Moss and Tony sit there and watch this and laugh, and she goes to the both of them. It's like one of
We're,
you
like
guys.
slapping our knees, and then like we
One of-
see
one
Talia
of
see
you-
us, and we're like, oh fuck.
I go
Moss
with
is just
Talia.
slowly eating.
One of you
Moss
dance
is
with
just
me.
slowly eating the whole time. He doesn't react. Or
I'm just
she's
Tony
eating.
grabs Tony and yanks him up. You come dance with me. yanks him to the dance floor.
Now,
Yes.
I stand up, clank, clank, clank.
I'm gonna take the arm of Moss and just drag him out like, yeah, you too.
Try to pull him because he doesn't move. He's drunk as shit.
Is there anywhere I
I'm
can get
strong.
change
I'm strong.
in this establishment? Is there like a bathroom? Because I do have a suit.
I'm pretty sure there's a bathroom, right? Somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, it's a castle, so there's for sure a
Nice.
bathroom.
I will slink off to a
There's-
bathroom and change.
Probably like a bunch of bathrooms.
I totally forgot we don't have our
15
proper clothing
minutes
on,
to
right?
change, to take off, to
No,
fully
we don't.
don.
But
Let's
Talia,
put on
like,
our dresses. Let's put on our dresses.
I think, yeah. You know what? Yeah, fine. Let's go. And Talia also goes and puts on her dress.
Tony's
Oh,
not
um,
putting on his dress. He bought a comedy Bo Peep dress.
Moss sees everyone
I have a
going and
question.
assumes they're going to bed, so Moss goes to bed.
Oh.
Okay.
I was wondering, are there any horns in the hall?
Horns?
Like, yeah,
Like-
like music horns.
Oh God.
Uh,
Please do not
Really?
try to play it.
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
You mean like
No.
war horns or like trumpets?
Yeah, like trumpets or war horns.
War
Not
horns, I
war
love that
horns,
metal
but like
band.
not war horns, but like more like a trumpet, but not like a trumpet, like you know, like those old like
Instruments in the horn
The
section.
bugle.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say that there's one of those around. There's like some instruments for, you know, bards that might be there to play, so.
I grab like a horn and then bring it to Talia and say, or like, is
It's
there
the
any dwarven
bathroom.
horns?
I
Oh, is
can't.
Talia in the bathroom right now?
Yeah, she's in the
We
bathroom
all
right now.
left.
Oh,
Yeah, we're
okay.
currently putting on our
Um,
dresses.
While they're gone, I'm gonna blow a little bit into the horn.
Okay.
Like a 5-year-old learning to play the trumpet.
Like enough to roll a performance check or just to like make a noise?
Probably enough to roll a performance check. Like, I'm gonna try and create something that sounds nice.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Where's performance? 18.
Oh,
There
you
yeah,
go.
20.
Dirty
No,
20.
not one, but yeah.
Okay. You play a melody that sounds suspiciously like Country Roads.
Not that you know.
At least it's not Wonderwall.
Moss is just like walking up the stairs. Mama.
Not so bad.
If I'm going to the bathroom, can I see Moss going to bed and be like, no, no.
What's your passive perception?
Fuck, that's a no. 10?
Probably not. No.
Can I see my passive perception is 17?
Sure.
Okay, so Dahlia's like before she heads into the bathroom, he's like, no, wait, we're Suma's like, we're not going to sleep just yet.
No,
We're just
it's
changing clothes.
time. It's time for me to rest.
Oh, okay, good. Well, you'll miss all the fun then.
Moss bows his head. It's like
Alright.
my
Sleep well.
my fun is over.
Okay.
You all enjoy
I'll see
your
you.
night.
Thank you. I'll see you in the morning.
Of course.
Rest well.
Question. Can I change as well into my suit?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah.
We all just.
All right,
We all
Change
go down the
tonight.
incredible
Talia, are you
tubes.
Well, Moss
Maybe.
will go up to his room and you lock the door or whatever, facing the door, and go into like his meditative state or whatever the fuck that is.
Okay.
His
Door locked, you said?
non-sleep Rest. Door's locked. Yes.
Okay.
I can see and I'm aware and everything, you know, because it's not really sleep.
Right.
Just
It's standby mode.
deactivated. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So yeah, the rest of you change into your suits and dresses and your formal evening wear, and come back down and rejoin the party.
We all mighty
Blue,
morphin.
Blue, important question. Is Tony wearing his dress or his suit?
No, I'm
His
wearing a
suit.
suit. My
said
dress
his
is a
suit.
comedy Bo Peep dress. I'm not
Oh.
wearing that. Little cane and
Okay.
everything.
Talia
Hey, Bo Peep.
comes out and like dusts herself off a little, and then she scans the room for Tony.
You see a shining helmet from the other side of the room.
Is that Tony?
Of course it is. I never take off the helmet.
She
I would
waltzes
say,
over to
yeah,
Tony.
it's a pretty good chance that it's probably Tony.
She
if it's
waltzes
like
over
a suit
to
with a helmet.
grabs Tony by the hand, like you thought you could escape me, huh?
Is Balthazar here? Sorry.
What's that?
You can hear Tony
Is
like, sighing
Balthazar here
against his
and
helmet.
not drunk? Because I want to dance with him.
Yeah, he's there. He's
Is he drunk?
No, not really. He's just like bullshitting with some of the Wintervale soldiers.
Ah, we stand.
What's that?
We nothing. I'm just what I want to watch Talia and Tony dance first.
Okay, so Talia drags Tony to the dance floor. It's like, you thought you could escape
You're not gonna
a
stop
dance with
until I
me?
do this,
Nod.
are you?
Nod. But that's what you get for just sitting there and watching and laughing.
You can hear the breath condensing on the inside of his helmet.
So yeah, roll performance checks to
Yeah.
dance.
I like to imagine that Tony does a very
Yeah.
stiff Charleston.
No, I mean Tony like kills it. You know, he you don't really know what to expect when him and Talia start
Tony
dancing.
and Talia break out into perfect synchronized
Yeah,
dance.
like you guys just start like cutting the rug like no one's business. Tony's doing like the robot and
Mike,
stuff.
are you 80? Who the hell says cutting a rug? What the hell? I'm
That
trying-
unusual.
I'm
Hey,
trying
man.
to process. What does that mean?
Hey,
That's
I'm a
not. I have
Throwing
literally
shapes,
never heard
cutting
that.
the rug.
I'm a very
I've heard cutting shapes. I've heard, I've never heard cutting the rug.
Never heard cutting
That
the rug.
not once in my life.
I'm a very old soul. What can I say?
I can vouch, that's not that, like, old.
You're both
Cutting the rug.
boomers. You're both
No.
boomers.
I-
I'm younger than you.
You're both 900 years old.
I literally heard it. I literally heard it in a movie when I was younger. So I mean, it's obviously like a semi, or was a semi.
Was it a moving picture?
It was a
Like,
moving.
the
A
words after the
moving
scene?
picture.
Sorry.
The words
Sorry,
appear
I
on
just
screen
like,
shortly after in French.
I had the thought I shouldn't say anything, and then my immediate next thought was no, roast the shit out of them. So sorry. Sorry for sidetracking there. That one's on me. My be on that one.
That was great.
Love you, Mike. Love you, Harvey.
Ooh.
Oh, it's all good. I mean, it's not my fault you never heard it.
I'll get you next time, old man.
Okay.
Whatever, boomer. No, just kidding.
Fuck off.
Any old who. But yeah, Talia and Tony, they are dancing magnificently.
Very nice. Awesome.
Is the crowd impressed?
Yeah, the ones who are paying attention.
There's,
No, they aren't.
There's a lot of
is one
people.
of Tony's special interest parties paying attention?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people who are just kind of in their own worlds doing their own thing at the moment, but there are some who are paying attention. Yeah.
Nice. Would any of those happen to be a tiefling of a reasonably medium stature?
No.
It's fine then.
Yeah. Yaramir took off. He's
It's
you know.
fine.
Aw.
I
we
mean,
recommended that to him.
I mean, if you want, I could have him like show back up like the day before
No,
war,
no,
and then you can have a real romantic moment,
no. Just, I
Mother
just want to know if he's
dying in
stuck
your
around.
arms.
dying in your arms, and
Right,
and, like
Spaz is like
bleeding
too far
out.
away, too.
he like coughs up a little bit of blood like on your helmet.
I am more than
God.
happy for this to happen.
I'm a bad influence on
I mean,
Mike,
for
aren't I,
him
guys?
to not be here.
Oh no, because
Yeah,
that's it.
Mike.
legal reason, stop talking.
Oh no, because that's
Yeah, shut up.
that. I mean, that's exactly where my mind went too. Was just, oh yeah, you're gonna have a real romantic
Listen.
farewell.
Just wanted to know if he was. I wasn't looking for him.
No, you weren't.
We're fine.
Crying
were
for
looking.
information, not
Talia,
seeking
Talia.
a situation.
Leans in a little bit and whispers,
And then you
This would be a lot nicer if it was Yrmir, wouldn't it?
and then you see
I
a red
stand there
violet
still staring in the eyes.
and then
so
you
it's not my
see
boyfriend.
a red violet tiefling walk into the
Say
room
that.
and run over to you and say, "Tony, I couldn't keep away. I'm gonna join you in battle.
Man, no, you're gonna get shot.
I'm gonna be on the front lines. I'm not even gonna wear armor because the power of love will protect me."
What are you doing?
Ew.
What do you do?
Ew.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Anyway,
Oh fuck.
I finished my fantastic
And then
dance.
Tony shakes his head and wakes up and he's dancing with Talia.
It was like a daydream I had.
Oh.
Well, that's
But,
just some
yeah.
fun, maybe.
Talia would like to fight the Duke.
But yeah, unfortunately, you don't see Yrmir. He packed up and
Oh,
left
John.
town as per
I
your
definitely don't want him to
request.
die.
True,
So we finish up our dance.
you do.
Tony?
Yeah.
Okay,
That was the
Talia would
crowd's
like to look
first
for the
words.
Duke.
Okay, so roll investigation.
Okay. Let's see. Yes.
Okay.
That's a good one.
So you see that the Duke has like moved from like the table where the food is and stuff, and he's currently talking to Captain Balthazar.
All right. Talia goes over to the Duke and taps him on the shoulder and says, "I hope I'm not bothering you or anything, but would the Duke like to dance with me?"
And he says, "Well, I've never been too much of a dancer, but I suppose I could give it a shot. Sure."
It's a special occasion.
He says, "Yes, I agree," and follows you out
Cool.
to the dance floor.
I'm going to ominously appear behind Talia and talk to Balthazar. Hey, do you want to dance too?
And he says, "Sure. We in Vidar, we actually love dancing, so it would be my pleasure."
Oh, nice.
Watch him roll in that one.
Right?
He says he loves it, he never says he's good at it.
That is true. That's a big difference, loving something and being good at something.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, Talia and the Duke begin dancing. So go ahead and roll performance.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So once again, you are definitely leading, and you see him kind of tripping over his feet, and he says, "Well, I did warn you. I'm not terribly good at this, but I don't mind
yeah,
making.
but you
I don't mind letting myself look like a fool in front of my men." And just
Well, you don't have to
continues
be good at
dancing
something too.
badly, but he keeps on dancing.
Well, that's the fun of it. That's the fun of it.
Meanwhile, Durgat and Captain Balthazar begin dancing as well too. Roll
Yay.
performance.
Oh, not
Nice.
See, Talia's teaching paid off.
bad. Wow.
Wow.
And he says, "Well, you know, I still have my sea legs a little bit. Need to shake the rust off. It's been a while."
I get it.
And yeah, he keeps on dancing too. And it seems like kind of the more you go on, the looser he gets and the better he gets. And
Nice.
Tony's sat in the corner where Moss and him was sat earlier, but he's not got any popcorn planned, so he's very upset.
Aww.
So-
Hydrada is going to go over to.
I'd rather Tony
Tony.
dance.
No.
Yes. Yes, come on.
The height difference would be hilarious.
Lean down.
Exactly.
Easy.
Your hands are like
Pick
on
him up.
top of his head.
I'm like crouched.
you pick him
He,
up.
he hands Tony a drink
Thank you. You know me so well.
and begins to take one himself.
Nice. So Hadrada and Tony are just sitting there drinking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just getting sloshed like old men in the corner.
Nice.
Luckily, I still have one more thing of anti-hangover.
Nice.
Oh,
I don't.
Right for battle.
Split it and then just have like half
Yeah.
hangovers each.
Actually, I might. I don't think I do.
Hey, you can get a lot done with a half hangover.
Right? Just like a mild headache instead of like a pounding one.
Instead of vomiting, you're just like mildly annoyed.
Yeah. So, did anybody want to do anything else during the party?
No.
Nothing specific.
No.
Just kind of generally socialize.
Just like Talia just goes around and dances with people.
This isn't like this isn't how the spell's supposed to be used. But Moss would like to just do a commune with nature while he's upstairs, just so he can like communicate with nature and just learn about the surround. It's just like random shit about geography. I don't care about any of that, other than unless within 3 miles of me there are any powerful celestial, fey, fiends, elementals, or undead, or influence from other planes of existence. If either of those set off a ping, I'd like to know about it, but everything else, he's just kind of doing it to like communicate with nature and prepare for whatever the fuck is about to happen tomorrow.
Okay.
What are the different things that ping that?
Let me read that real quick.
Since I have to pick 3, you instantly gain knowledge of up to 3 facts of your choice about any of the following subjects as they relate to the area. The 3 I would pick would be powerful celestial, fey, fiends, elementals, undead, influence from other planes of existence, and only if they are powerful. It's not any of them. It's specifically powerful, or if there is any influence from other planes of existence.
Okay. Yeah, you don't really pick up anything like that.
Okay. If anything, that puts them more at ease, so that's good.
Yeah, within
3 miles
3 miles. Yeah.
of the capital of the city,
Mm-hmm.
or the main building. Okay. Well, yeah. If that's the case, then he's good. He'll just rest, think on that with his now deeper connection with nature.
And
probably, like grow some more mossy shit around him.
And I will say, because like the team knows, so it's not really like metagaming, but they do have the Rhetoricin with them, and they are fiend. But they're not like super powerful. They're just like, grunts,
Wait,
essentially.
Where is this Rudderkin? Oh, you mean the enemies?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but they're not powerful, so I wouldn't.
Yeah.
So I guess if there was anything powerful within 3 miles of the building
Right.
of that same nature.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
So still no pings.
No.
Okay, good.
You don't pick anything
Good.
up like that.
Then yes, he just goes to bed then.
Tiny's gonna get hammered like you would never believe and then go to bed.
Okay.
Reluctantly.
Talia's just gonna dance with some people, then I don't know, at some point she's also just gonna go to sleep, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
okay.
yeah, the party starts to wind down, and you see few by few people start leaving and kind of filing out from the area, getting ready to call it a night and prepare for the morning. All of you follow suit. You are staying in the castle still, correct? Or are you staying at
That's where
Jurgen's?
Moss-
Yeah,
That's where Moss slept. Is at the castle.
Okay. Cool. Yeah,
Because they
because
said they had rooms
the
for
Duke
us.
did, offer for you guys to stay there if you wanted to. So
I'll stay in a room.
Might as well stay with the royals, right?
Hmm.
Live it up.
might as well. Yeah. Never know.
well, they're not royals.
The Duke
before I go to
and
bed.
royalty.
Can I have a quick read of my library book on Bacab? It's called Bacab the Cool in my inventory. But I assume it's got a more prestigious name than that.
Hold on.
Sure. Yeah.
Cool. What does it entail? Does I have a read?
So it basically describes Bacab's inner sanctum, a place that you've been to and know quite well. And
Cool.
despite like a few details being not there or slightly off, it's fairly accurate of what his abode looks like,
Nice.
or is supposed to look like, as many people haven't really seen.
Macabre the Cool is also what I have written down, by the way, so I actually think that is the name of the book.
I just said it out loud as I'm going
Yes.
to name it Bacab the Cool. Okay. After some light reading, I'll go to bed.
Okay.
So he's trying to read up so he's not as bad at grammar and literacy.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so all of you call it a night, and the party begins to wind down, and
Yep.
you take your long rest
Mhm.
and awake to the next morning,
Wonderful. Not depending on,
where the city has already been breached. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh no.
Since I went to bed a bit earlier than everyone else,
Mm-hmm.
can I wake up a bit earlier than everyone else and go find the Duke or someone in power to ask for supplies? I'm looking to acquire some glasses that I can pour potions into. So I'm looking for either the Duke or someone in the castle that I know is high enough that can get me these things as like these final moments before battle.
Okay, so like basically empty potion bottles.
Yes, because I have these giant decanters of potions that I've been stockpiling, and I feel like now is a good time to break them up and pass them out.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, roll an investigation.
Indeed, I will go ahead and cast guidance on myself for all of these. Is that investigation?
Yeah.
It's going to be plus a d4. 17.
Okay. So yeah, you look around and you see a small room kind of off from the main throne room, and you see that there are beakers and tubes and concoctions kind of boiling away, and you see that it is the royal alchemist cove, his cave, I guess.
His alchemy chamber. Yeah, is he here? Can I see him working away?
Yeah, he's there. He's currently working on potions and stuff for the battle coming up.
As I enter, I'll stand in the doorway in my moss form, hood down, and just kind of like knock on the door frame as I stand there at attention.
He says, yes, can I help you, sir?
I have acquired these potions, but I need them sorted into manageable containers. And then I'll reach into my bag of holding and pull out this like giant decanter of this large blue glowing, I'm assuming like magically swirling liquid.
Yeah. Okay. And
I have 3 more like this.
Okay. Yeah, and he looks at you and says, yes, you must be the ones helping the Duke, right?
Indeed.
And he says, yes, I believe I can do something for you.
If possible, could I watch? It seems making things. It's interesting. I'm not sure how you do it. I'd like to know more.
And he says, sure, by all means.
So I'll get out all the stuff I have. It's, if you want all the details, I can copy paste it, but it's just a lot.
No, that's fine. I basically in each of them it was like a helping of each one for all of you, right?
Yes, it was. Yeah,
Okay.
6 worth of healing, 5 temporary HP, 5 haste, 5 fire breathing. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
So-
because you have to drink one to find it.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, he pulls out some smaller bottles and says, yes, this should only take a moment, and begins dispersing them up evenly between all of the vials and corks all of them and says, well, there you go.
So 6 healing potions, 5 temp HP potions.
So yeah, if everybody wants to add those to your inventory,
Well, I'll dole them out. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
A second.
Okay, that was.
That's not 5 for
Okay.
everyone, but
Yeah, no, I'll tell you what you get when we all meet up. Don't worry about it. I have it already.
Okay, cool.
Those are my books. That's good.
Tell me when, what, and stuff. So I can
Yeah, no,
also
don't worry.
look it
I'll
up.
let you know. I'll give it to you.
Thank you.
and as you're doing that, you
But
see
yes, as he does that, I'd like to watch him and see if I can pick up any proficiency or just like the beginnings of learning alchemy. Or at least like whatever I can learn from watching him during this process. The goal is I would eventually like to know alchemy, but this is the beginning of that process.
Yeah, so you see him just like mixing stuff and putting them on the heated beaker stands, and they begin boiling away, and some like kind of go up into tubes and into other empty jars and mixed with other liquids going in. And as he's doing this, he kind of looks at all of them as each one is, filled with liquid, and pulls liquid out and says, the trick is to dispense all of it widely and to make sure that everything is kept flowing at a good rate. That way everything mixes properly.
How do you discover what creates these? Is it just trial and error? Or how? And he's like, just kind of like looking at the plants on his hand. How would I know what these would make?
And he points down to a book that's sitting on the desk and says, well, there's a few of these around. A lot of them, actually.
Would you mind if I had a copy?
And he says, sure, go ahead.
Thank you, sir. And he'll take the book.
Okay.
God, we're nerds. We just keep getting books. Alright, so this is just like Alchemy 101?
Yeah.
Oh,
Nerd.
Damn straight. Alright, you don't get any potions. See ya,
Oh,
nerd.
no, I'm sorry.
Alright, so Moss, getting all of the potions ready, putting them all away. I know healing potion is 2d4 plus 2, but what is the temp HP potion? Because I didn't write down a value for that. I just currently have written down temp HP.
I think it was a D6.
Just a D6, alright.
Uh-huh.
And then that's haste, and then whatever you want to do for fire breathing. I guess it's maybe just cone of flame.
Mm-hmm.
Healing potions. I'm gonna make sure I have that written down. That is 2d4 plus 2, and then the temp is a d6. Got it. Thank you, sir. And I will return to my room and finish resetting my spells so that way I'm prepared for war. And I guess just do a little bit more preying on nature and shit, do druid stuff, I don't know. Whatever druids do. Moss knows, I don't.
Okay. Yeah, so everyone else, you're all waking up too?
Yeah.
Nervously walking up and down the room, but yeah.
Okay, so yeah, all of you wake up and begin getting ready and taking everything into account and getting your weapons ready and your armor and checking your potions and all of that. And as you come downstairs and go into the main hall, there's the large feast table that dinner was served on last night. There's now more food set up on it, but it's all breakfast stuff. Sausage, bacon, eggs, toast.
Any sweet stuff?
Fruit.
Okay.
Yeah, there's like pancakes and things like that.
Nice, okay.
Coming downstairs, I would like to look to...
Muffins as well.
Muffins aren't bread, okay.
Yeah, they are.
Muffins are breakfast. Fuck you.
Hell yeah, they are. You're all wrong.
Everything is breakfast if you eat it in the morning, okay?
Exactly.
You ever heard of an English breakfast muffin?
No.
No, grab the pleasure.
But I have
Bulgarian
heard of
breakfast
eating...
muffin?
I have heard of eating goulash in the morning.
When we come down, I would like to pat everyone on the back. Hadrada, Durga, and Talia, and give them all aid for the day.
What does it do?
Give you max health.
Huh.
Oh, well, I mean, cool. Thank you.
You all gain 5 hit points for today. And that's your maximum health, not temporary health.
Nice.
So 5 extra hit points. You are.
Yep.
Cool.
Because I don't want any of you to die.
You're so sweet. 5 that was, yeah?
5. Everyone gets
Cool.
5.
You're the best.
Yeah, no, my internet full crashed. So, like, my router died.
Cool. I've
Well,
just
I'm at-
added everyone. Apart from you.
Yeah, because I don't eat. Exactly. Wait, no, Moss does eat now. No, he would. If you offer it to him, he would take it.
No. I casted aid on people.
Oh, got it. I thought you were talking aid as in like food, because that's my aid.
But yeah, there is food though.
Yeah, I mean, I
like
put
Tony's
down
magic
the...
food.
No,
like
it's
No, Tony's magic
Royal
food.
food.
Yeah,
royal
Moss
food.
wouldn't eat that food.
Oh.
Moss still would not eat that food.
I'm sorry, the royal food's not good enough for you.
It's not about good enough, Mike. It's the fact that it wasn't made by my friend.
I know.
No.
I'm just gonna eat some fucking pancakes.
I'm just gonna eat whatever. Grab.
I'm gonna eat at least one of everything just to try it all.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Food
Yeah.
buddies.
Yeah, it's all good. I mean, it's been cooked
I'm
by
writing down
trained
notes in my book
cooks.
at the same time.
I'm too nervous to even eat 2 pancakes. I am eating 1.5.
The bacon is crispy, the sausage is fried nice on the outside, the eggs are fluffy, the toast is crunchy.
I've got a fork in one end and a pen in the other, and I'm like,
Who the
Toast
fuck is eating
equals
sausage in the
crunchy.
morning?
I do.
So that's very normal in
That is a
America.
normal breakfast.
As in
No, it's
sausage
not.
is-
What the
yes,
fuck?
it is. Yeah, it is.
Breakfast
That's
sausage.
America.
It's like a
What the
type.
fuck?
It's not like a. Well, I mean, it's kind of like a bratwurst. It's like a sweeter breakfast sausage.
What?
Listen, a bratwurst is literally just a fucking sausage you throw into the pan instead of boiling it in water. That's
No, it's a
a
sausage.
bratwurst.
Introduce
Yeah,
you
no,
to the
it's a
full
sausage
one.
patty. It's not.
Well,
a
some
link,
are.
It's a patty.
There are
Yeah,
like
some-
small
yeah, true.
breakfast sausage links.
Right. This is normal breakfast here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you're just weird. No, I'm just kidding.
That is a fucking dinner if I've ever seen one. I would eat that shit for dinner.
Different
see, that's what's weird.
cultures.
Eggs-
Different
eggs for
cultures,
dinner is
okay?
weird.
Skull.
Have you-
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know
Have you-
it's weird, but it's different cultures.
Have you never had breakfast for dinner?
What?
Yeah, that's a huge
Because-
thing in America.
Because Denny's exists, and
Yeah.
you can get breakfast
Oh yeah,
for
Denny's
dinner.
at 2 a.m. is heaven on earth.
Listen, I'm not eating fucking cereal for dinner.
You're
No.
a pussy, first of all. For
I'm talking
that.
like-
You're fucking attacking me.
I'm
Yeah,
talking
I
like
feel sorry for
pancakes.
that statement, Skull.
I'm talking like
I eat
pancakes,
cereal
waffles.
for dinner all the time. But yeah, no. Big dinner, big breakfast for dinner.
Okay, waffles isn't really something I eat all that
We
often.
just have big
and
breakfast for breakfast.
eggs or shit like that, eggs and bacon,
we
whatever
also do,
is,
but then
or
it's
pancakes
special
are
we
dinner
also
for
have it for
me.
dinner.
So
Gotcha.
Got
Uh,
pancakes.
but yeah,
breakfast I'm
anyway.
eating.
The food
Yeah,
is
sorry.
delicious. The food is delicious. The food is hot, and all of you begin chowing down. Now roll con saves. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I will clean this banquet.
at one time, I'm not wary of food that Tony hasn't cooked.
Seems like the sausage has been left out of the fridge for a while, so it's gone bad.
And this is why you don't eat sausages for breakfast.
There's no refrigerators. We should roll con saves for every meal.
True.
But there is a fuck ton
Everything's
of
fresh.
salt.
Unless it's fresh, yeah.
Yeah, everything's really fresh.
Or very
That's
salty.
what they try to tell you. Yeah.
Or very salty, yeah.
Yeah, fair. The last time we bought food was in another country, and I've still been cooking that.
But yeah, so you finish up breakfast, and you see the Duke walking around. He was eating as well and getting ready. And you see Kilgrim approach him and Balthazar, and he kind of looks around and sees all of you and motions for you to
Okay, hold on.
come hither.
I've got like 4 things left on my plate. I pick them up and cram them all in my mouth at once while I'm walking over.
Talia walks over while she still has a pancake in her mouth, and she's eating it down quickly while she's walking over. It's like, nom, 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 nom.
Moss has one
Food
piece
in.
of toast, and it's hanging out of his mouth as he runs dramatically because he's late for school.
Oh shit.
Food in, helmet down, perfect disguise.
Edgewater walks over, I guess.
Yeah, same. Very nervously.
Okay. So as you do, you finish up breakfast and walk over towards the Duke and the rest of the rest of the people who've shown up to help, and walk over and join them. And as you do, you hear, and the wall, like on the far side, is just decimated by a boulder that crashes in. And you see the Duke kind of like jump a little bit and like cover his head and says, "It's starting. Everybody to your positions." And looks at it.
Can I ask how far from us it is?
What's that?
Can I ask how far from us it is, the boulder?
Sure. The boulder is probably 45 feet away.
Okay.
Did this crash through the castle wall or the gate, like the outer wall?
The castle wall.
Oh, Jesus, okay.
The castle
I
wall.
was like,
That's close.
Are
Can
they in the
I
city
like run
already?
over and look through the,
Yep.
the hole where the
If we-
boulder was?
yeah, if we peer through, can we see the thing or weapon that threw it?
Yeah, you can. So looking out through the hole, you see across like the city in front of you, and you see the large like main stone gate, and past that you see that there is a large gathering of men in the front, and from the back are several large ogres who are picking these boulders up and are launching them at the castle walls.
Are they yelling "Ya yeet" while they do it?
No.
Yo, you!
It's just a generic ogre, like, "Rrr," as they huck it.
It translates roughly to Kobe. Rip, big man.
Brian, famous ogre siege master.
He invented the technique, the overhead
That
throw.
we should probably get going.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Let's go.
I believe we have our first target.
Yeah, I believe so as well. Let's go.
And Moss will step through the hole and go into his combat Quetzalcoatl form, as with the claws of a saber tooth, and everything else is a Quetzalcoatl. Oh, mouth of a whale. Yeah, mouth of the whale.
This is so funny when I picture it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a very thick neck. He can't really look down. It's very floppy.
How many C's?
I like to think it's just your mouth that's a whale and the rest of it's still Quetzalcoatl.
Oh, it's like he opens the beak and then the teeth are just like the hair that whales have.
You can't even like, your beak's like really deep as well.
Oh, that's kind of metal.
Like a
actually.
pelican.
Right.
But yes, I transform and put my wing down for everyone to board.
And I bought.
Alright, we board.
Okay.
Hardrada gets on, I guess.
Always last.
Alright. So yeah,
And
all of you get onto the wing and onto Moss, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and fly out over across the battlefield. You see the Duke and all of his men running downstairs, down towards the front gate, and all the other warriors following suit, getting ready to get into position and defend.
Can I, anyone with a, oh, sorry, anyone with a, high charisma, do you want to use prestidigitation, voice boom, and then, try and inspire our men?
you are not. They're not going to be able to hear you. We are flying at Mach 10.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, yeah, true. Well, not really Mach 10, it's 100.
Yeah,
Yeah,
too
no,
loud to
literally.
hear.
Yeah.
And also probably too far away and too high.
That too. Yeah, we are also.
No, that's
like,
why I said make
flying
your
high.
voice boom.
Yeah, that's still too far away.
That's a thing
Okay.
of thaumaturgy.
So, where
Is
are
that? What is
Yeah.
prestidigitation? Continue, whatever.
so where are you flying out to?
Specifically to
there
the
is-
ogres that are currently bombarding. I believe was the target.
To the ogres. Okay.
Yes, the ogres that are bombarding everything.
Alright.
So looking across like the rest of the battlefield, is there any of the concern areas?
Yeah, there is a rather large force at the front gates, and between the main front gate area where those soldiers are and back beyond where the ogres are, there is a few decent troops in that area as well too, but they're more spread out.
I feel like ogres is pretty good because they're gonna be like throwing holes through the walls, letting the people in.
How far
Okay,
does
so
Spear
we're going to
attack?
throw hands with ogres.
What's that?
I'll throw hands on ogres.
Nice. Okay.
Let's
Wait.
throw a hand.
Alright, well, so I guess to start I will go to the one that's furthest away from everything else, or the ogre that has the least amount of people around it, and zoom in. And I'm just gonna go for a bite, but while I'm biting, I'm gonna kind of go low enough to let all of them jump off.
Okay, so I will need an attack roll from you, Moss, and dexterity checks from the rest of all of you.
Alright.
Oh no!
Oh!
If I give you a
Oh, the
constitution
birthday
check,
no check.
you just
Ignore that,
land
ignore
really
that, ignore
heavy.
that. Where's my check that you said not safe? Sorry, ignore that.
You
Ignore
can
the
literally
phrase, that's
just-
not real.
Yeah, it's the same.
Nice.
Fuck all of you.
Hey.
Oh, you two are losers. Sorry.
Just say that as we face plant in the mud and hit this great wall.
No, why
Yeah.
say that out of character?
You guys are fucking losers as they get pelted with 1,000 arrows.
Say that out of character.
Okay,
And a 15 to hit.
15 to hit.
I don't know if I get an advantage. Oh, it's not advantage anyway, because I didn't roll with advantage. But if I could, since they didn't know we were coming, I zoomed in because I'm fast.
15 does hit. Yeah.
Hey.
I do
Hold it.
have a map for you guys.
Sick.
Can
I was
we get a
attacking
surprise
the one
round,
that
like-
was furthest from everyone. I believe I may get the surprise round. I don't know if you guys do, because I might.
I mean,
get
we're
for
jumping off in the same like
a quick
swoop.
arrive. True, but like, maybe people that succeeded, they do like
Yeah.
a full flip. And then, so if 15 hits, then he takes 5d6 plus full 20 full damage. Big old chomp.
Big old chomp chomp.
Big old
Oh,
chomparoo.
that's actually a pretty good roll.
Fuck yeah. Oh, Jesus, okay. Where do we come in?
Make sure they can't bombard the city.
Okay, so which one were you
They're-
attacking on that round, Moss?
They're all pretty even, so I'd probably say the guy at the top.
The guy at the very top? Okay.
Yeah, because they're
And-
not too spread out.
Right. And
So
that
yeah, I'll just go for him.
was 15 damage, you said?
Yeah, no, 15 to hit and 24 damage.
Okay. Yes, that does for sure.
And
hit.
then, how much damage or how much movement do I have after I attack? Because it's kind of like weird with that being the beginning of the round. I have 80 feet of movement. So how many feet did it take for me in this round to get him? Or is that like
I would
the
say
surprise round I attack and let them off?
Yeah. I would say
Okay.
that was like a surprise round, and now everybody would be rolling initiative.
By the way, what happened to the people who failed?
Oh, as you fall, or
Jesus fucking
as you
Christ.
like get off a moss, you try to do like a tuck and roll to absorb some of the damage, and it's a little bit too high, and all of you end up taking 2 points of damage.
Everyone who failed?
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't see myself up there.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Whoever failed. Yes, sir.
Okay, so where are the characters? Are we still up here, or are we down
Top
with
left.
the...
We are next to it, and I am also. Mike, can you make me
Okay, I'm
huge?
just gonna move myself.
15 by 15, please. Or 3 by 3, rather.
I don't know.
Thank
So
you, sir.
are we dropped off by the
Yes, you are. We are all right here, next to me. You are all around me.
Yeah.
Okay.
1 second. Let me just drag her out of
I don't really have like a sense of scale. It's 20 feet. Close than 20.
Durgan is up first, though.
Yeah, we attack this one?
Okay.
Yes, that is the one that.
Yeah,
took
okay.
damage.
I'm gonna start stabbing shit. Where the fuck's it there? 23!
Yes, that does hit.
9 damage.
9.
Wait.
I am attacking, so you get sneak attack.
Yeah, and what's my stick attack there? Hold on.
So that's.
It's been a while. 46.
46.
No, 60. Yeah, 46. Never mind.
4d6.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, it's been a while. So that's 9 damage. 23 in total.
Cool, got it. Okay.
And that's my turn.
Alright. Okay, so, this ogre, he's a little bit bigger than the others, and he has with him a giant, like, broken in half tree trunk, and it looks like there's, like, metal nails kind of driven into the front of it, so it's, like, real spiky.
Ooh.
And, he runs up to Durgit, runs up and does a bash against you. 23.
Ooh.
Fuck. Can he dodge? Half damage.
Good call. So 6 damage. Yep.
Nice, okay. Well, not nice, but yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
And that is its turn. Hadrada, you're up.
Hooray. I'm going to shoot this guy in front of us, a stair, and I'm going to
The same
lift
one.
up my
The same one that's taken all the previous attacks, basically, right?
Yeah.
This one here.
I'm going to lift up my lantern, swing it around, and then shoot out a Eldritch.
Okay. Go ahead.
That would be a 17.
17 does hit.
Okay. And then that should be 2d8. Oh wait, no, is it a d10?
So 10 damage.
One second, I think I set up Eldritch Blast wrong, or I clicked the wrong one.
It's 2D. You rolled 2d10.
No, I rolled 1d10.
No,
Or at
that's
least my
2.
screen.
No.
Oh,
No,
it-
that says
If
that's
you go
2.
on the
oh,
yeah,
okay,
if you
never
go on
mind.
force,
10,
like on the
2+8.
damage thing, it says yeah.
Yeah, never mind. I just didn't see the other die.
So 10.
Yeah, 10 damage.
Cool. Got it. Is that your turn?
I will also slightly back.
Okay. Cool. Moss, you're up.
I will bite. Sorry. There we go. Alright. Bite with my. Actually, no. Since I'm stuck here anyway, I'm going to go ahead and use my claws, because I can do that twice. Yes. So that's multi-attack with the claws. A 7. Or not flanking, so just one roll. It's a 9 and a 25.
So yeah, the 25 hits.
Okay, we'll do a slash.
This is on the same guy, this one here?
Same one, yeah, same guy. Only one I'm in range with right now.
Cool, got it.
Plus 5. That's 11. Oof. But I will. Oh no, I lost my health. Fuck, what did I do?
How do you want to do this?
Oh, sick. So I will go ahead, like, I'll swing with the first paw, and he, like, ducks underneath it. But when he ducks, I'm bringing the other claw up. And, like, this weirdly hairy foot just goes from white and furry to just coated in red as the little toe daggers go just straight underneath its jaw and, like, coming out of its mouth and just bleeds to death. And I rip it out. And
Nice.
since he's dead, I don't really need to worry about it. But, yeah, I'm just going to fly straight up. Well, I'll fly up 40 feet. So straight just up.
Okay.
I'll just try to be 40 away from this guy. It's alright. Yeah.
Cool. Alright. So Talia, you're up.
Awesome. I'd like to. What would I like to do? I'm going to. I'll just shoot with the longbow of depression.
Long
at this one.
Okay. Go ahead. That's a miss.
A little bit, just we gotta, we can back each other up. Yeah, that's it.
I think that's a bad idea because if one of them eats a boulder at us, we'll both get hit.
Shut up.
Tony, you're up.
Hey,
Ew.
I am gonna run up to this ogre. Hello, sir. Not as politely as that. I'm gonna give him a good old 1-2.
The good old 1-2.
These are how big?
Ogres are considered large.
They're large, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So I can grapple. Because he's only one size category bigger than me.
Yes.
Cool. I am going to give him a punch in the toe.
Alright. Go ahead. 15 just hits.
Nice. I'm then going to stab him with my trident.
20 hits.
Nice. And I'll give him at least a smite. For 6 + 7 + 7 + 6. 26.
26 total.
Yes, and I will also attempt to pick him up in a contested strength check.
Okay.
Strength or dexterity for him. He's beating a
Can
21.
you do that?
Yep. I can pay people up as a bonus action if I punch them.
And
No!
he centers his mass and makes it so that you can't pick him up.
Oh,
You try and
Sumo fight.
he's just a boulder,
Oh yeah, you can grapple people like a size category larger, I forgot.
Mm-hmm. Is that your turn?
case, I'll just shuffle around so I'm a little bit between him and Durgan. And yeah.
Okay. So this ogre is up here. You see him. You see that he has a boulder next to him, and he picks it up and hurls it at Hadrada and Talia.
Told you.
Okay. Oh, shut up. You gave him the idea.
So that is
Carry the fort.
yeah, pretty much.
Oh, thank God.
So
Thank Lord.
natural 1. In fact, he drops it and it lands on his own foot, and he takes 3 points of damage.
Loser. Loser.
Now that's a vicious mockery right there.
Right?
Loser.
Can you use Vicious Mockery as a reaction?
Please don't let me so funny.
And top of the round, Durgit is up.
I'm going to stand next to Tony and get stabbing.
Okay.
23?
Yep.
23
hits.
14 damage, and I get sneak attack because Tony's next to the guy.
Yes, he is engaged with Tony as well. So that's how much in total?
46. Hold on, I'm still running.
I thought you said
Plus
full.
17.
Weird.
It'd be really funny if it was 46.
That's 31 damage in total.
Ooh,
Give them a
okay.
couple levels, they'll get there.
I thought you
Those are
said
really
I thought you
strong.
said 46, like 46 damage. Like holy
Yeah.
shit.
No, 46.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Give them a couple levels, they'll get there.
But okay, cool. So is that your turn?
Yeah, I can't do much else.
Okay. And it is his turn. And he pulls back his battering ram and tries to slam it into Durgit.
Can he dodge time?
Your
If he hits? Nah.
Oh,
19.
I'd like
oh
to
God.
reduce the damage of this by a d10.
What's that?
Nah. it
Oh no,
doesn't hit.
90 doesn't hit. You have a 20 AC, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No fucking
I forgot about that.
Yep.
I was like, I have interception. I never use it. Hold on.
Psych.
I still have Style Leather with max dexterity and level on fire, which gives me I chose the defense fighting style and plus shield, which gives me +1 in armor class, and then a shield, so that's 20.
Oh. Okay. This is one thing I forgot about previously with this guy. Or never mind, it is an action. Never mind, you guys are good.
Oh.
Hadrada, you're up.
Oh my god. Death forest monk.
I'm going to use my special, which is Eldritch Blast again.
There you go. Mixing it up. I like it.
I wonder what Hadrada's gonna use.
A classic.
18 does hit. Yep.
Tails
Fuck
never
yeah.
fails.
Oof, that was not very good.
You're
7
horrible.
damage.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
This guy. Okay, so like I did before, my lamp finally whip it around, and a Eldritch Blast shoots out and hits him right in the groin.
Ow. Okay.
Can you die from
And
that?
I'll-
Cockshot.
Yes, you can.
Oh yeah,
You
there's a
can
lot
die
of
for
blood
Probably.
there. There's a lot of blood there. Oh yeah.
Probably. Okay. Cool. Moss, you're up.
Well, Moss, being up very high, still within range, is going to let out a large metallic and then fucking dive, full move, full down, and go for a bite. I believe that's
Okay.
+6. Yes. Come on. 17.
Yes, that does hit.
Oh. And now with the dive, which I forgot on the first one, that's going to be. So it's the whale, which is 5d6 plus 3d6 because I moved at least 30 feet in a straight line. So that is 8d6 plus 5. 31.
Holy fucking shit.
And then sorry, that's 30. It's +4, not +5. It's my apologies. And in the Quetzalcoatl form, I do not trigger attack of opportunity while I'm flying, so I'm just gonna fly 30 feet back and get ready for next time.
Okay.
I'll look at that perfect spacing.
Talia, you're up.
Fuck yeah, okay. Good. I would like to cast Shatter, like right here. And I'm gonna do that on 4th level. Because I want to also get something done.
Just
And he
ball
has
up
to
your fist
roll-
and punch the air next to you.
Constitution save DC 16.
That's a pretty badass image of Shadow, not gonna lie.
Ooh, 8.
Pixel,
What?
I think you're hitting us with that too.
No, it's a 10 feet radius.
No, 40-foot range to cast, and then the effect is only 10 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not a fucking
60
idiot.
feet.
To my defense, it says 60
hits
feet
all
right
of us
there.
with thunder
It says
damage.
60 feet right under the damage.
Yeah, just blows up 60 feet.
Yeah, that is a 8. That's a fail.
A level
Fuck
4
yeah, so
spell
it's-
with 60 feet of affected range? Jesus.
33 damage. Fuck you.
33. Okay.
It's not that.
Nah, he's probably almost dead.
I also want to have a.
That's
there's also
30
one-
fucking 37 damage, or 67 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably like that if when Tony looks in his general direction.
I'm gonna go
I
kick
also
him in the
wonder
shin.
how you want to do this.
Go kick him in the shin.
Tony just suplexes the poor bastard.
Yeah, Tony, you're Tony's up.
I'd like to kick him in the shin for 4 bludgeoning damage.
16 does hit. Okay.
Damn, I was really hoping that's bottle.
Yeah.
That'd be funny as shit.
No.
No, I'll smite him in the shin.
Oh my god. You
So
bastard.
that is 10.
Mm-hmm. 10,
How do you wanna
14,
do
12,
this?
that's it.
There
Come
it is.
Like, as he's been shattered, he's like collapsed to the floor. I just walk up and kick him in the eye, and his head blows up.
How much
I do it
HP?
like super casually.
Nice.
How much HP did he have left?
9.
There it is. Just crossed it.
Almost.
Just crossed it. Beautiful.
Wonderful.
And the ogres fall to the ground dead, and next to them is the large pile of boulders that they had stacked up, throwing at the castle.
Nice.
Moss goes ahead and lands on top of one of the boulders, one of the bigger ones, and then puts the wing down for everyone to get on and lets out one more long metallic.
I'll get on.
How heavy would you say these boulders are?
I mean, they're heavy. They're 200,
Do you
300
think
pounds.
Moss can pick one up and
That's
on the
the
enemy?
that's the try. That's what I'm gonna try.
Question: can I put Tensor's floating disc under one of them, and then when what's his face? When Moss flies away, when Moss flies and we fly away, it will follow us.
It says on Tensor's
And
floating
then I
disc
can
how
just-
much you can carry.
Yeah, 500.
Ah, well, okay. So
So yeah,
So does it move with you?
Yeah, it moves with me, so
yeah, ping it for
it
me.
moves as long as it's within 20 feet.
Any spell you want to use, ping it. It would be following behind you, hovering off the ground by 10 feet. So if that's okay, then that's fine. You can do that.
Okay, yeah, because if we fly above some soldiers, I can.
Okay. Yeah.
Also, I would like to note, if you move more than 100 feet from the disc, typically because it can't move around an obstacle to follow you, the spell ends.
Okay, well, let's just try and avoid any
how
obstacles.
fast does this thing move? That's the next thing we gotta figure out.
No, it's fine. I mean, if there's an obstacle on the ground, then
Well,
it's
so
fine.
how
It'll just
much
stop
does
working.
it slow us down?
Yeah.
Like, that's the question.
It's not gonna slow you down because regardless of how fast you're going, it's gonna follow you.
Okay.
It's
That's
just
what
that if it encounters an object, it will stop moving.
I'll still try to see if I can lift this thing. And my
I'd like to
critical
cast
form.
Reduce on a boulder and just pick it up.
Okay, yeah.
God damn, you would reduce
Just under
the...
my arm. It's my favorite spell.
I have a story to tell after session about the fun of reducing boulders and the most efficient siege weapon ever made. But we'll talk about that later.
Okay, so... yeah, I'll use Tensor's floating.
Okay.
So Tensor's floating disc, Tony is casting Reduce and pocketing
Because
one,
I mean,
and
the
I'm
thing
gonna see if I
working.
can fly with one.
Because the thing working in Hadrada's favor with all this is that the area you're at is like a flat tundra area. So there's not
fair.
like a lot of large trees and large boulders like in the area. There's some, but not everywhere.
Yeah.
hey, doesn't that reduce make objects lighter or heavier?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I will try to, in my Quetzalcoatl form, see if I can carry one of these boulders too, since
Alright.
I'm very big.
Okay, so yeah, roll a strength check.
It's not very good. Plus
Fine.
2 to that, so 22.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, you manage to get one as well.
So very heavy flaps.
So where are you flying off to now?
What are the options currently available? So as a scan of the battlefield, that was a pretty quick one. We managed to wipe them out in, what was that, 12 seconds? So, where's what has
They weren't
happened?
expecting.
What has
So-
evolved from behind us?
So currently, you see that at the front gate, there is still a large force, and the Wintervale soldiers who are outside of the gates currently seem to be losing.
Yeah, we will go to the front gates then, if there is a siege happening currently.
We got some boulders to drop.
Indeed.
Oh yeah.
So towards as we fly us in, as we get closer to the back half of this group, as we get closer to our men, to ensure that we don't all start to slow down and signal to the others with and go and get ready to drop when I see the other two are prepared and ready to drop.
Could we talk about the terrifying image of all these soldiers fighting, and then just a massive boulder flying 10 feet above their head? On a metal-looking, shiny disc of,
As it just physically.
at the flight speed of a Quetzalcoatl.
80. Whoosh.
It's terrifying. Anyway, I'm ready.
And all at once, all three of us drop our boulders on top of all of the men, hopefully
Yep,
avoiding
exactly.
our men. Would
I'd
be
like
the
to
goal.
cancel and lounge reduce at this point.
and I will drop.
Okay.
And I'll cancel I'll cancel the floating disc.
Cancelled.
Did you just say you
Yeah.
cancel toast?
So a few of the soldiers below you take out. The boulders fall, and you see a couple of them get crushed underneath, just a splattering of blood across the white snow.
Oh.
And
Nice.
you see that a few of the Wintervale soldiers are also caught underneath of this and are squashed as well.
F.
And
Rest in peace, boys. You fought well.
you fly in just as most of the other Wintervale soldiers, they're mostly all right. And they seem to be trying to put up as much of a fight as they can, but
Are
they
are the Wintervale guys that are like down? Are they underneath the boulder, or are they like to the edges of it?
no, they're like squashed. Yeah, they're
Okay, yeah, fuck them.
fully
We're dead.
underneath. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. See, idiots.
And as you're
we'll join the
flying overhead, you see the Wintervale soldiers just get consumed by this group of the Baron's men.
And we'll swoop in right on top of them then.
Okay. So yeah, you
Wow.
drop down over top of them.
Make me big, please.
Can I ask you to also make me big, please?
Yes.
For the
Where the
ensuing
fuck are
chaos.
Are you casting Enlarge Reduce on yourself, Tony?
I'm about to.
Okay.
So,
And also, I
Wait,
would.
do you land here
anticipation.
or think like over here?
What's that?
That's the castle wall, right over here.
Yes.
Yeah, I would put us between them and the castle wall. I would say that. That is definitely what I would have done. Also, everyone is on my back a little bit.
as I hop off, I'll Hulk out and try and drop on top of someone.
Where did Durgat's token go?
I'm on Moss.
Under me. Under
Oh,
me,
okay.
yeah. We're hanging out. I'll do it like this. Yeah, so you can still click yourself.
Shall we roll initiative?
Yes.
I would
Nice.
like to attack the dead thing, will be my first move.
I don't know.
Oh,
who
thank
this
God I
is.
rolled better
Oh,
this time.
right. This is the
Okay,
Duke,
come on.
sorry.
Roll. Yes, that's better than before.
That's
Is
the
it the first
Duke?
time
Is he
Tony's
Okay,
dead?
whoops, the fuck
Was
is
he in
that?
Why the fuck is the Duke out behind the wall?
Don't worry about it. I have tokens for literally every character that could possibly be in this situation.
Fair.
Well, the ones that I have
Well, fine.
the ones that I have tokens for. at
All the
least.
ones I want to murder are here. Don't worry about it.
You did roll the exact same thing, Durgat. That's funny.
Yeah.
You-
I'm not complaining.
You like cheating or something? What's going on here?
You hacking? You a hacker?
Trust me, I might if I could, but
It's not something you should admit.
Oh,
yeah, I couldn't if I wanted to.
Definitely with that attitude.
At least at the moment, I can try and teach myself,
God
but in
damn
that case,
it.
I'd have to learn how to hack roll 20, and no.
That's just those bastards always rolling one above me every time.
Oh, thank God, at least the heavy soldiers are.
Yeah, get fucked, slow bastards.
they are the least of my concern.
Yeah, same.
That's why we have a giant bird to handle the ones in the back.
All right,
And
so
also several boulders.
That's still the least of my concern.
Durgat, you are up.
I'm going to walk over here and stab the dead thing. Or whatever the fuck that is.
Okay.
Are they in the initiative order?
Or not, are they?
No, these things are in initiative order.
What things?
Unless they're not.
The Rodican.
A Rudikin.
Yeah.
Oh no, they're
which one
not.
are they?
Sorry. No, they're not. Sorry, I missed
Why'd you
them.
tell him?
Because I'm doing a lot of things at once.
That name's still fantastic for the rapey.
Oh, Durgat, as you start your turn, roll me a
Oh no.
Wisdom save.
Well, rip in peace. 7! Aye!
Okay. You are frightened, and
So
Hold
I
on,
can't
you
attack
get a bonus to this saving throw, equal to my charisma modifier, as I have aura of protection.
Okay.
So that's a +4. You still fail, but
Yeah.
that's probably going to be important for the next few fights.
But yeah, you are
DC 11. DC 11, Mike. Yeah.
You-
DC 11.
you are frightened and considered restrained.
I thought frightened is running
Restraint.
away.
No, that's something else, I think.
That's cause fear.
This is
The spell.
this is coming straight from the Redderkin's sheet.
So like
Okay.
you're frozen in fear, not trying to run away.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the DC on that? Because I would love to know.
11.
Oh,
you
actually?
make it.
Then I make it, right?
Yeah,
They
then,
make-
then,
yeah.
Because
then,
of our protection of Tony.
Yeah.
What
7 plus 4 is 11.
I give everyone
Okay.
a +4 to.
Okay. Then you pass, and you are immune from the Redderkin's fear effect for the next 24
Nice.
hours.
I'm gonna roll a 1 on that save, aren't I?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, in that case, I'm gonna stab. 11. Wait, is Moss right next to me?
Yes, I'm attacking that.
Sneak
thing.
attack, Pog.
Sneak
Damn! Yeah,
Um,
that's 31 damage.
So that's 20 points.
That's
30
31
total.
total.
30.
31.
31 total. Okay, got it.
Nothing resists poison.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
Sebastian's not here.
Okay.
For the love of God, stop putting him here.
The archers are up, and these two are going to take aim at Moss.
Which two?
These two
Got it.
and this one.
Damn it.
There's a miss, a hit, a miss, and a miss.
Damn it.
That would have been a hit if I wasn't made of metal.
So-
So Pog.
So
Pog made of metal.
5 piercing.
5. Oof.
This one here is going to take a shot at Hadrada.
Which one?
This one.
Okay, thank you.
That guy.
Does he hit?
I don't know yet.
Roll
18
one
and a
of
9.
the- Okay, so I am actually going to use. Should I stop all damage? Nah,
8 piercing.
Duke on him.
Okay.
At level 4, because it's or level 3, sorry. Or is it level 4 or level 3? Yeah, level 3. Hellish Rebuke.
There
Came out
it
for me
is.
there, and it sounded like you just said I'm gonna puke on him.
Yeah, same. Like, that's what.
Okay, so he has to make a DC 16 Dexterity save. Yeah.
Okay. So he gets a 15.
So he fails, and he takes
Full damage.
23 damage.
23 damage. Okay.
Yep.
I have a question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is the fright effect of the Rudderkin for all creatures or just enemies? Because otherwise these guys would have to roll saving throws too. Like the enemies.
I think it's like non-allies.
Threatened creatures or some shit, probably.
So basically, what's going on is that these guys are an allied force. So by some means that you don't really know or understand, they are immune from these effects.
Okay.
They're just used
Just
to looking at their
curiosity.
ugly mugs.
So yeah, these two here are going to take shots against Tony.
Never fail. Oh, apart from the 18, 22, and 25.
Jesus.
You know, like almost all of them.
They really said fuck that one metal man in particular.
Arrows.
So 22 damage total.
And he looks like a pincushion.
22 damage. The arrows just all fly straight into my visor.
You can't
Oh,
hit me.
actually, as well. Or no, never mind. Yeah, so
Yeah, that hurt.
Oh, it's scary when the key enters as
And
well.
this final one here is going to take shots at Talia.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna deflect it,
I'm gonna fucking hit you, bastard.
or I'm gonna intercept it.
Does
What
the
is- Red.
21?
13, not the 20 again. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, really? Hey, that,
I
huh?
would like to reduce
6
this
piercing.
Hold on.
And also, he is going to use
Can
it.
you let the blue man talk?
Hi, I'm
Yeah.
using interception to reduce the damage by 1d10 plus my proficiency bonus.
Okay, but he's also using his Archer's Eye and adding a d10 to it.
Ah, well, it's perfect that I'm using this then, to reduce the damage by 9.
Cool.
Or
Yeah.
no, sorry. He has to do it on his next turn. So
Ah, bitch.
Yeah.
Ah, so I'm not getting any damage. You.
I should chop the
So-
arrow up, yeah.
okay. All right. So Moss is up.
Okay, I'm assuming I'm also have to do the fear thing.
Yes.
Are you within 10 feet?
30 feet.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm currently next to one, so yes.
It's
What kind of save is it?
it's 30 feet, not 10 feet.
No, is he within 10 feet of me
Yes.
for aura
and
protection?
it is a Wisdom save.
Oh, sick.
If you're on the floor,
it is impossible for me to fail.
Fuck
It's
yeah.
8 plus 4 is
Okay.
my default bonus, so I clearly can't fail that.
Okay.
So I'm immune, sick. I'm immune to Runnerkin, that's metal.
Okay.
As long as you're next to Tony, but yeah.
Only when I'm next to Tony, but I'm always next to Tony, except for right now, because I'm gonna go bite that motherfucker.
Can't you just
So-
pick up boulders and drop them?
I could probably, but then I have to do a strength check, and instead I could just go bite him.
Ah.
So I'm going to fly, and I'm going to hum. It's a d20 plus 6. 22
Yeah, that hits.
is going to be in 8d6 plus 4. Is it 5, 3, 8? Yes. 32 damage to this archer here at the top.
Okay. Got it.
And then 50 feet straight into the air. So
Alright.
I'll just go up here.
Okay. Tony, you're up.
Upon landing, I look at these rudderkin and scream as high as my lungs will let me. Is that a fiend? And bring down my gorilla arm rage on them.
Okay.
Giving a jab, followed by
That hits.
trident stab.
That also hits.
You
Perfect.
filthy casuals.
No saving throw?
For yes, you need to make me do a saving throw before I do any of this.
However, does you think?
Oh.
Okay. Yeah,
Which I
you
get 15 on.
just barely make it.
I make it on sheer willpower.
Fiend.
A fiend,
A fiend!
and I will divine smite on both of those hits because it's a fiend. Damn it! It
And
must die.
and which one are you going after?
This one. Actually, no, after this one. We'll go in order.
This one. Okay.
Yes.
Started from the bottom now.
So,
I'll say, if the punch kills it, I would like to move on to the other thing with my stab, rather than just stab its corpse. So, the punch is 7 plus 6 plus 4.
17.
17.
yeah, I mean, the punch kills it for sure.
Oh, brilliant.
Jesus.
Hand comes down, flatten that right again. The other hand, I'll stab the one next in line. For 9 plus 6 plus 3.
Oh, I am so gonna fail this
18.
saving.
18 to that.
So that one's also dead, I'm assuming.
No, Durgat did damage to this one
Oh,
already.
no.
Yeah. Quite a
Damn
lot, actually. 31 to be precise.
Damn it.
So the next one in line takes 18 damage from my stab. I'm then going to attempt to pick him up. With a 23.
Mike, are you muted?
It's 18.
Fantastic. Then can I lift him up like on the end of the spear and like pull him off with my other hand?
Sure.
Nice. I'm holding him. Can
Okay.
I be visually holding him? Move a little closer. Thank you.
Alright.
And that is where I'll end my turn, staring with my burning rage into this
Looking
field.
at your new
Okay.
toy.
Hadrada, you're up. So roll a wisdom save.
Wisdom save?
Come on, I believe in you.
It's gonna be a 1. Or not.
Nice.
That's nice.
Yeah, you are
Don't do
immune
yourself down like that.
to the frightened effect as well.
I'm going to...
Good.
One
Watch.
second. Let me just measure this out. I'm gonna step over here.
Oh, Ferngal, come on.
Okay,
Squelching of his
so
boots on snow.
I could just do Thunderwave.
I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah.
You do like Thunderwave as well, it is your favorite.
I was perhaps gonna do it that, or I was gonna shatter again. Not sure yet.
I am actually going to do a fear in like this sort of direction. It would
Okay.
only like get these.
Okay.
So like it would only get the heavy soul.
Alright, so yeah, go ahead and roll it, or ping it, or whatever you need to do.
They have to make a DC 16 wisdom saving throw, each of them. Or you could just do it for all of them at once. Archers and what's them calls them? Heavy soldiers.
Everything within 30 feet.
No, it's a 30-foot cone.
Yeah, from you.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a fail.
Some of the archers back here get hit as well. So I need to roll.
This got 1, 2, 3 heavies and 3 archers? No, that archer and that archer.
Yeah.
So 3 heavies, 2 archers.
I'm just doing one roll for each, so.
Word, yeah.
Hell
fail.
yeah, they're all scared except for the ones I didn't hit.
While
They're all
frightened,
scared except from the ones that aren't.
the
and
creature
all.
must take the dash action and move away from you by the safest available route on each of its turns.
Okay.
Unless there is nowhere to move, the creature ends its turn in a location where it doesn't have line of sight. The creature can make a wisdom save.
So they all drop their swords and shields and bows and arrows and start running.
Right. Well, the ones that it affects.
Yeah, the one that it affects.
Oh,
And-
just all this heavy soldiers and almost.
These 3 and these 2.
Yeah,
I know. I'm
so 5.
No,
Current-
I'm
currently
referring
working
to the
on it.
others, Mike. Just letting the others know, so that way everyone's on the same page.
They see their worst nightmares appear in their heads.
okay.
I wish I could know what those nightmares were.
Well, that was dumb.
It's a little dark,
Well,
but
if
okay.
you go through one by one and probe mind, you probably could.
Let's step away from the demon-possessed Hadrada and back towards happy tinkering Hadrada.
Okay. Talia, you're up.
You will want me to make wisdom saving throw, I take?
Yes,
Come on, please don't fail. Please
If-
don't fail. Please
if you
don't.
please.
+4.
Nice.
Oh, there you go.
Nice. So yeah, you are also immune.
Motherfucker! Fuck yeah! Okay.
Don't doubt yourself.
Sorry. Ooh. Okay. Nice. I need to look at something again because I keep. Okay, that should be. Exit radius. Okay. So that's this key. This. I guess this one. Yeah, okay, I would like to cast Shadow right here.
Okay. Who will that be affecting?
Okay. I just measured this out. It will be affecting this
these
one,
two
this
Rudderkin
one,
and
this one, this one, this one, and this one.
Okay. So Rudderkin
So-
and Heavy
Yeah, two
Soldier.
Rudderkins.
And
Yeah.
Well, no, it's fine.
almost
I
all the
don't.
Rudderkins and-
I don't really need like the quantity. It's so I just need like who it is because I'm rolling
One
a
of each,
single
yeah.
one for each.
So yeah, DC.
It isn't affecting the Rudderkin that's in my hand, though.
yeah, obviously because that's one entire. I calculated that in big energy and fucking.
Natural 20.
Come on, shit.
Is that still half damage?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's still half
Yeah,
damage,
I'm
but
pretty sure
That's fine.
I'm gonna ping it real quick.
Yeah, anything that
I
isn't
have.
everything that isn't a cantrip
Natural
is half
1.
damage on a fail.
Fuck yeah.
which is not double still.
So 27 to the Rudderkins and 27 to the heavy soldiers and what's that?
14 to
And
the
like
Rudderkin.
14,
13,
14
you round down.
13
You round down.
Yeah, you round down.
13, never mind, sorry.
Rudderkin.
For some reason, I don't know why, because
You round
Right.
down unless it tells you to round up.
yeah.
It's weird.
'Cause there's a couple that round up.
I wasn't sure, so
Yeah, no, you're
I
right.
wasn't sure how my
Okay.
one.
27 to the soldiers and 13
Yeah.
to the Rudderkin.
Exactly,
The
because
total damage is
Okay.
27
higher
because my
level
level cast.
and so yeah,
Got it. Is that
Cool.
your turn?
that is everything. Yes, thank you.
Okay.
I am
Alright,
very pleased with myself.
So these heavy soldiers are going. Not that one.
Mike, the Rudderkins, you roll for initiative for the Rudderkins, but they aren't in turn order. They rolled an 11. So,
Oh shit. Okay. It was an 11.
Yes, they're just yeah.
yeah, 11.
Alright.
So it's still perfect, right where they're at.
Okay. Right. So, this Rudderkin is going to approach Talia
Fuck you.
There.
and go for a bite.
My brain still
10.
screams attack of opportunity.
That does
whenever
not
it
hit,
happens.
actually. Fuck you.
This one is going to attempt to bite Tony as well, or Tony, and yeah,
Come
this
on.
one. This
Have
one's
a
gonna.
go.
This one's going to attempt to bite Tony.
Like against the metal of his
If it'll
armor.
work. 16.
16 does not hit, you foolish fiend.
That's
Shouldn't
kinky.
it also be like disadvantage because you're holding it?
And
Or
this
am I getting that wrong?
one.
It doesn't hit.
I don't know.
Oh right, you're still holding this one, aren't you?
I am throttling the master.
So yeah, we'll say that that one actually went for that one didn't take his turn. We'll say this one used that for Durgit and missed. If that's cool.
That's fine.
Sure.
Alright. This guy is going to attack Tony.
Hit me. But don't, please. That'd be nice. Haha. Thank
10.
you. He misses.
Isn't that guy frightened?
And these guys are going to retreat. And this guy is alright. He's going to circle around to Durgit and make a sword attack.
At me?
Of course.
Nah.
No, not at you, at the air.
Corpse.
You fucking
That is a
dumbass.
miss. So. And you are up
What kind of
if you'd like
fucking
to
question is that?
retaliate against that in any way.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Actually, I'm going to step the Rudderkin in Tony's hands.
Oh,
Can you do that?
the one
Tie
he's
up,
holding?
isn't he?
Okay. He is tied
Oh,
up,
it's
so
not that high up, but I'm,
Oh,
I'm,
okay, fair enough.
I'm
Unless
12 feet
we'll-
high. I'm not
Um,
holding him like way above him.
you would get advantage on that since he's restrained.
Yeah.
So
So
like stab him in the foot.
not that I mean you're probably not going to need it anyway, but
Yeah.
Just like jump
Actually,
up.
Actually, I'm thinking, should I attack that one? Because Tony has some pretty low.
You do whatever you want.
Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna stab the bitch.
all right. So yeah, you'll have advantage on that. So 18 for sure hits.
Yeah, and then sneak attack on top of that, unless he's dead. 11.
11 piercing. No, he's not dead.
Okay. Plus 15, is he dead now?
Yeah. He
Okay.
is extremely dead. So, I mean, Tony can
Nice.
like throw the dead corpse at
Hold
something.
them so well,
That's
and
not
then disturb them.
a total
Still a
loss.
weapon.
Yeah, it's not a total loss.
In fact, it's probably easier to throw them now.
Yeah. Okay, so is that your turn, Target?
Yeah.
So these two archers are also going to retreat that way. This one is going to make an attack against Hadrada.
Alrighty.
To bow attacks.
I am still in range, also, Mike. I know I'm off in the corner.
Where?
'Cause I know I actually forgot where I was too.
Oh,
I'm actually-
yeah, shit. You're covered up by the name bar or the name
That's
bars
my
for the
beat.
pages. No, it's alright.
So
19 and 18.
Can I use shield against that so that they don't hit?
Is it a reaction?
Hang it.
Yeah.
Then yeah, if it's a reaction,
Ping this.
Yeah. When you're hit or targeted.
ping it for me. Any spell you want to use, ping it.
Okay. Oh, it didn't even put the thing. Oh wait, no, never mind.
No, it's there.
One reaction. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. So they don't hit.
All right, cool. So that's those two.
Because that increases my AC to 20.
Damn.
Yeah.
Or actually 21, sorry.
So why does that have a spell
That's
save
privacy.
DC at the bottom? Is that for?
I don't know.
It
It does that
all, of
for
his,
everything.
all of his spells have it.
Oh.
It's just on
Yeah.
the thing that he used. The
In case you
format, that's the word.
in case you resist the spell you put on yourself.
Thanks for the throwing spell.
I'm gonna cast a spell, but I don't want its effects.
Actually, you know what? I think that's for counter spell. I think that's why that's there.
Yeah, that's the time.
Because that's the counter spell DC as well.
Okay, that makes sense.
I just thought about that. Because I've been looking into counter spell since Corin was talking about it last session.
Okay. So yeah, these two archers here are going to take a couple shots at Moss.
One hit, one miss. And I believe the longbow short range is stupid long, so I'm definitely in range.
Yeah, so this one takes a shot at you, and then this one's going to turn and take a shot at Tony.
Oh, damn.
No, you bastard! Shoot over here.
20 and 12.
It hits.
Okay.
As well as but yeah, that's what he hits.
For 10 piercing.
Ooh, 10 piercing. Tony still looks as strong and healthy as the day he landed. So it's the moment he landed here. But he is
The
bleeding.
moment he landed. What the fuck?
The moment he landed.
When Macabre hatched him from an egg and he cracked
No,
him.
the moment he landed here, like on this battleground.
That makes a lot more sense.
And Moss is up.
I will just do a big sweep at this other guy that I already attacked earlier. Just fly in and go for a big old bite.
Okay.
20 plus 5? No, plus 6 to hit. 13. Oof.
That's a miss.
Yeah, nah, alright, so I'll just fucking dip out. I can only do 30 because I was 50 away last time.
Okay.
I believe right there's 30.
Just off
Close
to the
enough.
side.
Yeah, no, just 30 feet away. Does not provoke attack, but he's got a bow, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah. Also, it's implied if I don't like move these guys, like they're still running away.
Yeah,
Canonically, you know.
it's canon.
It's
That's all
canon.
she's still around.
So yeah, Tony, you're up though.
Hi.
Hola.
So, turning to look at the other Anakin. Fiendish hatred in my eyes. I'm
Yeah.
gonna stab down it with my
This guy's dead.
Which one?
the one currently in front of me.
Ah, okay, cool.
I'm going to punch down it with the corpse of the other Anakin.
Is that the improvise?
Like Thor with Loki.
So that's on this guy right here.
That is on this guy right here.
One that is currently
this guy. Okay.
invading my personal space.
And 21 does hit, yeah.
Fantastic. He's gonna get smitten. Because he's a fiend.
Does he have to take? Does he take wisdom by getting hit with the corpse of his friend?
That's
20.
20 damage.
Yeah, if this was
I think they should hold.
Call of Cthulhu, you'd be making sanity rolls.
Yeah.
Now that's the crossover someone needs to design.
Right?
It's probably already designed somewhere.
There is
True.
there is Call of Cthulhu Dark. It's like Dark Ages, I think.
All of Dungeons
Ooh.
and Dragons.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
will
very
Dungeons
much.
and Cthulhu.
COD&D.
If he does live, he's getting stabbed with the trident. Ooh.
Yeah, Jesus.
That was
Nine.
how much damage in total?
20 damage from the previous punch.
Okay. Yeah, he's still alive.
In that case, he takes another 9 from the trident stab. So bring that down on him.
Okay.
If that doesn't kill him, I'm gonna give him a healthy smite with that. That's branding smite.
Yeah.
That's divine smite.
Yeah, he's still alive.
Well, then he takes another 12 plus 8 for another 20 damage. That was a good roll, wow.
Okay.
Dang.
I've been rolling fantastically against these, and it's because they're fiends.
Yeah. And it like instantly just dies from the divine smite.
Cool.
I
Nice.
put the trident into it, and then it explodes like a second later.
Mm-hmm.
Or he stands there nodding, it's like, cool.
I killed the
Not
other
with this one.
That's alright, okay.
Oh, this one.
This
Sorry.
one's still alive.
Yeah.
But
You
he
just played
is
safe.
he is for sure dead too. Yep.
In that case, I will attempt to pick up third Rodican. Fourth Rodican.
Oh, anything? Yeah.
The only remaining Rodican.
Okay.
With an 18. Because I'm big.
I keep forgetting the advantage.
Let's see.
Well, you have to be hidden to get advantage.
10.
In that case, I lift this Rodican up and just stare at him as if I want to punch him, but I'm gonna do it in the next 6 seconds.
Okay. Hadrada,
And
you're
then-
up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very good.
I am going to use my take one down there. Okay. I'm going to use can I use disguise self to make myself look
No, I'm
jump on the other?
To look like one of the archers?
Yeah, and then jump on him and then confuse the
If you do it in front of him, I think he's gonna know.
Yeah.
I don't
yeah,
know.
we do that like
Even if
movie
you do
spin
that in
around
front of him,
thing.
it'd be confusing.
I don't think that changes height though, right? So
No,
I
it
think it's
doesn't.
like up to a foot. I
Yeah,
believe
it's up
is,
to
like,
a
the
foot.
Specific.
up to a foot. Okay.
But not enough
Short
for a dwarf to look like a person.
Okay,
A very
so I'm
short
just gonna
person,
use,
maybe a kid.
However, they will still notice if
I'm
there's
gonna
like a
use
height
Scorching
limit
Ray.
on.
If
them
you want to
with-
try,
like
you
a
can
focus.
roll stealth at disadvantage because you're literally right out in the open.
Yeah. I'm just gonna use Scorching Ray.
You can certainly try.
That was
Yep.
okay roll.
That does it.
Um,
You're going for this guy?
yep. Okay, so that is 8 on those two because I'm actually going to put 2 on this one. I'm gonna put 2 of the rays on this one, so you take what's 8 plus 8? 16.
Yes.
And then 1 on this guy, so he only takes 8.
Okay. So that is for this guy you said? Corin.
Yeah.
That's 1 on this, 2
Yeah.
on this.
Got it. Okay. Alright. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Talia, you're up.
Finally, Chris. Fucking. Okay, I'm gonna move my ass like. Okay, 1 moment. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna move my ass over here to where Durgan is, and I'm gonna do some stabbing with my lovely friend Moon Fury on this heavy sword right here. That's
Yep.
26. I'm gonna do that.
That does hit.
Nice. And that's gonna be 11.
Okay.
Slashing for this dude right here, and that is it. That is my turn.
Cool, got it.
I stick my tongue
I
out to him.
Don't there's no more living Redicans, right? They're all dead, aren't
No,
they?
there's
They're dead.
one left in Tony's
Oh, yeah,
hand.
that one.
I'm holding one of them furiously.
Right.
But if
So
he's given up, that's
he'll
understandable.
try to break out of it. 18,
May try.
16.
Does.
Okay. So yeah, he manages to work his way out.
Slippery bastard.
He just like does a worm wiggle out of your hand.
Yeah. And he'll risk the attack of opportunity and move down this way.
Yeah.
That's a hit.
You fool! You've fallen for a classic blunder.
Let me check my spell slots.
Oh yeah, I still need to
Oh,
remove
he's
the
also-
spell for that.
He's also getting smacked by me because I was in this range
Yeah,
too.
that's true.
True.
14?
14, I think, hits. Let me check. Yes, it does.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Then that's an additional 12 damage.
I've used 4 smites this combat. And 1 earlier.
Yeah,
Which means I'm down to 1 smite.
And that is his turn.
Still alive?
Yes.
Yeah, he didn't take any damage before. I think they have 40 something HP.
Damn it.
How would you know that?
Math.
Just kidding. So yeah,
The pool is full. Minus 1. That's 3.
this heavy soldier is going to go for Talia.
Fuck you, actually. Like,
You
not
literally
you,
walked up to him.
You just
like,
literally
walked
tapped
up
him.
to
What
him.
do you expect?
13.
That doesn't
Probably
mean
not.
Fuck you. No. Fuck you. The fuck you is not for you, Mike. It's for the soldier. Okay.
Sometimes I feel really sorry for Mike in case he takes this really personally.
Oh,
And these guys are
I promise you, Mike.
continuing
I'm not saying
moving.
this.
Huh?
I'm not saying fuck you to you. I'm saying fuck you to the enemies. Okay. Just so
I know.
we're clear.
I know.
I just want to make sure, just for the
I know.
record. Okay.
Just at the amount you say fuck you.
Durgat, you're up.
Yeah, that heavy soldier's getting stabbed.
Fuck yeah.
24.
You literally roll the same thing for attack
Yeah.
rolls. Are you sure you're not cheating?
It was not the same thing. It was
No,
14
I-
before.
You
Yeah,
can
I
check the
fucking
rolls.
forgot
It's all the
him.
game, bro.
I know.
It's
Yeah.
all the game.
I know. That's
It's
not always-
impressive. I'll give her
That's
that.
crazy, it's
But-
like- yeah, high 20s like every time.
Yeah, I don't know how. Well, the last time was a 14, but
To
still,
be-
I don't.
It's a
To be
plus
fair, I have a
9.
+9, yeah. And he's next Talia, so it's yeah, that is 9. That's 24 the damage in total.
How do you want to do this?
Combined.
Stabbing him between the eyes. Yeah.
Okay.
And as he falls to the ground, Talia kicks him in the face, and so he falls backwards away from her.
Yep. And then I'm gonna put myself in front of this Rudderkin. The fucker doesn't run away even more.
Okay. That's your turn?
Perfect.
So yeah, the remaining archers are going to see all of this and loose arrows. This one is going to loose 2 at Durgat.
You-
18 and
No.
12.
No.
No.
This one is going to take 2 shots at Hadrada.
Hooray. Fight me, punk. I'm going to impose disadvantage on him
Pionk.
for the... would it be both shots or would it only be one?
What are you
It's
using?
It is
Ping it.
entropic ward, which means that their next
Ping it.
attack... one
Ping
second.
it. Ping it, please.
Yeah. It
Any
is
spell
one
you
of
want to
my-
use, Corn, ping it.
It's not a spell, but yeah.
Anything you want to use, Corn, ping it.
We should make an emote of that, ping it.
I would like to
Yeah.
use my 30 feet of movement to walk
Just
here.
ping it. Ping it. Dun, 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 dun. Ping it.
It's the next attack. So it's
Yeah.
whatever attack you use your reaction.
Okay, so can I use it on the second one?
Yeah, I would say that would work. You
Okay, thank you.
get tagged with one, and then the other archer, his attacks would be a disadvantage, so that'd be 15 and 14 for the disadvantage ones.
Neither of those hit. Hooray.
Right. Okay. So I believe. Oh yeah, and they're going to begin moving Oh, I'm taking Hadrada with me, and they're taking Hadrada as a hostage.
They're called a captive.
Come and get him, suckers. Yeah, and they're going to begin moving. I think they can move a
In
little further.
perfect formation.
Perfect formation.
They're all terrified, but they're doing it in like fucking synchronized swimmer fashion.
They like all look at each other, and they take a step and nod, and then they take a step back, and then again look at each other to nod, take a step back.
They do the Thriller dance out of there.
Yeah.
And
They're
Moss,
like,
you're
not
up.
today, Satan.
I guess I'll chase after the enemies that are running away. Oh no, okay, no. If there's a Rudderkin that's still engaged, I'll prioritize that over slaughtering those running for their lives.
I would say don't worry, but you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't be able to get it out in time because I know at Mach speed.
At Moss speed.
At Moss speed, god damn it.
Moss 5.
14 to hit.
14 to hit? That does hit, yeah.
So that's 8d6 plus 4. 39. Oh, that's a big one.
How do you want to do this?
Fuck yeah.
Fucking eat it. Just like,
Yeah,
Durgat's
and then,
about
like-
to, Durgat's like pulling their knife up to the fucking Rudderkin's throat, and then right as the knife's about to make contact, just boom, in mouth.
I would say that if you're eating it, you're gonna have to roll a con save.
No, so I'll just munch on it and then just like munch to like kill it and then throw it.
Throw it
I
at
won't
the
swallow
archers.
it. Especially because it probably tastes rotten the second it goes into my mouth.
Yeah, it
It's
tastes
like I am
horrible.
biting, I'm biting it no matter what, so I taste it no matter
Are you
what.
puking out? It smells like a burn. No, never mind. You don't have to-
Whenever you're
yeah.
polymorph, well, actually that's polymorph. I don't know about wild shape. I know with polymorph you actually regurgitate everything you eat. I don't know about wild shape though. That's actually a good question.
I was saying instead of hearing chewing noise, grinding noises, like
It's
a
just
gears.
like whirring. Just a blender. You just hear fucking blenders going off inside.
And then just fuck enough blood comes out of the mouth.
A Margaritaville 2000.
Wasted away again. It's just a corpse.
But yeah, if that's your turn though,
Yeah, and I just watch them all as they run away, and I just let out a long bellowing.
I let out a slow, proud clap to Mars.
Tony, and you're up. I don't know if you're like wanting to chase them. Basically, if none of you are wanting to like chase them, they are like leaving and trying to.
I'm going to fucking chase them.
Retreat. Okay.
Literally breaking the Geneva
All right.
Convention.
So yeah, then we will continue on through. Tony, what are you doing?
To be clear, are they retreating to, like, some other enemy forces?
At this point in time, they're just scattering and running.
Okay.
And they are running out of my range. So I'ma just lob a trident.
That's a miss.
Then I'ma lob a corpse.
Okay.
Improvised weapon, right?
They are also out of range of your trident.
Yeah.
If I could move and then throw it.
True.
Yeah, then you should probably move.
What's the range of a corpse?
It depends on how far
I
you can
rolled a
throw it.
19, so I'm gonna run up 30 feet.
Okay. And 19 would hit.
Nice. I'ma throw the armored gun.
At who?
I don't know. Actually, I'll throw it at this one.
This
This one?
guy's been beaten up pretty bad. I think that's the only archer that's taking damage.
This one has one rather, right?
Yeah, and also the one
And
at
the
the
other
bottom.
one has also gotten 8 damage from the
Yeah.
Grotto.
Yeah, this
I'm
was
gonna-
16, 8.
I thought that was all the
Throw it.
Rudderkins. That's my
I'm gonna
bad.
throw a corpse at this guy.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that hits. So roll damage.
Sounds like wind
acknowledge,
chimes as
yeah.
he flies through the
Roll to hit.
Corpse,
7
corpse
damage.
damage.
Okay. So yeah, it hits him and he like falls to the ground and then he like pushes himself back up and keeps running.
Pussy.
Question, also very bad pun. If he's throwing a corpse, wouldn't it be necrotic damage?
I
God
mean-
damn it.
At the very least, like poison.
Like an overhand throw.
You did it.
Hadrada, you're up.
Sorry.
So I'm going to, real quick, just use a. How far away are they again? Give me 1 second. Let me
Well,
grab out
use
my
a
ruler.
fucking yeah.
50 is the closest.
50.
Yeah.
How long is Church
And
Blast?
70 is
120.
the
So okay,
farthest.
so I'm going to use Eldritch Blast on. Pretty sure it's this one. I'm
That
trying to
guy's been
think.
hit, that guy's been hit, this guy's been hit.
I think it's this one. And I'm going to use Eldritch Blast on. That's not a hit.
Yeah, that misses.
Okay, well, yeah, then that's my turn.
Okay.
I'd like to vie for letting them leave now.
Talia.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen of, well, not the jury, but of D&D. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna move here because it should be about here, should be about 30 of them. And then I'm going to, I want to use more spell slots, so I'm just gonna shoot at, no, yeah, this one, with my long row of depression.
This poor bastard. All of his other friends get to run away scot-free.
That's a hit.
Yeah, fuck yeah!
Well, if we to assume that I would let the others escape, at least unharmed.
11.
How do you want to do this?
Fuck yeah! I'm gonna. Okay, so she aims and then she yells, "You think you're gonna get away, fucker?" And then she shoots it right through his eye, and like pierces like
He's-
goes.
That's the back of his head.
You get him
Back
through
of
the
his
eye.
head. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. That's your turn?
That is my turn indeed. I don't think I can do anything else.
Okay. So yeah, the heavy soldiers are up, and they're going to continue running out of sight.
Ah, there they go. Damn it.
Target, go ahead.
I'm going to dash as a bonus action, walk up here and stab this guy.
Okay.
28.
Jesus.
That hits.
13 damage.
Okay. Cool, got it. Come on. Roll 20, update, please. Oh my god.
AOL dial-up sound intensifies.
starting a petition to be after work to have a therapy arc.
Right?
We deserve something nice after this.
So yeah, the archers are up now.
I just killed a fiend, this is nice.
You got 2 fiends actually, right? Right? Did you kill 2?
This guy right here, the archer, is going to turn around and push Durgit to the ground. So make a,
Oh wow.
a contested strength.
You
Never
can-
mind.
That shouldn't be
Never
so-
mind.
Can I roll dexterity instead? I mean, it doesn't really matter, but
It's so...
If
I
you-
have a
yes,
plus
go ahead.
3. Even if I roll net 1, I'd succeed.
Go ahead.
Yeah, well, strength is 13, and with dexterity it would be 15.
Right, so you resist, and he just kind of gives like a fuck it and keeps running
That's,
without you, of course.
and I'm going to opportunity attack that bitch. He's not getting away.
He drags the corpse with him of his friend.
Plus 17. Is he dead?
We're such assholes.
Hold on, let me pull up his health. 17? No, he's still alive.
Fuck.
Divine Smite.
But yeah, so they continue running and disappear like over the snowbank and are out of sight. God
Nice.
damn it, stop going with them.
I will follow them.
I want to follow them. Can we go after them? If the less we have to fight later, the better it is.
I feel like if we just run after them, then other people will show up and go fight at the gates.
I can
Yeah.
I can shoot arrows.
We can wait. I mean, let them just run for now. I don't think they're gonna go anywhere other than just away. I don't think they're gonna particularly go back to their camp or whatever.
I mean, they're probably going to, because otherwise they're gonna get murdered for treason, maybe.
I don't know.
I'm especially pissed off that the one guy probably almost killed.
So yeah, I mean, it's totally up to you guys what you want to do.
I would like
I
to
say we
walk
go
over
to
to
the
the
grave.
corpse of one of the Ruddikin and stand on it and squish it into the ground beneath my metal boot.
I thought you were about to teabag it, and it was gonna be all like real mature.
Okay. Moss, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna kind of sit there and watch my friends kill all these people that are retreating for no reason.
Okay.
I want to
So,
capture one.
Tony?
He's just gonna stand there because he's in murder mode and he doesn't need murder.
I'm going to kneel down to the group after squashing a Ruddikin into the snow with my boots, and huddle them all around, and we're gonna have a chat about our next plan of action.
Okay, so are you guys exiting combat at this point?
Yeah, I am at least. I don't know.
If I'm not, well, I would like to shoot an arrow at this guy particular, but if I can't, then I won't.
Yeah, he's not right there on the map. That's...
I know, but like I have a hand crossbow that has range.
Well, yeah, but like he said that they were.
Yeah, but if it's not on the map
banned
anymore,
from
yeah, then I
the
guess not.
Unless you chase after them by yourself into the woods.
No, I'm smarter than that.
So, yeah, you are out of combat now. What are all of you doing?
Well, Tony wants to talk.
So, yeah, what's the next plan of attack? Or defense?
Look where's.
For now, I guess I'll fly up by myself and get a surrounding view. So Moss will just and get a look up and see like, did they get inside the city anywhere? If they did, where? Are we holding up all right, or did our efforts do enough? I guess. What's the situation?
So far, it seems like they're holding the city fairly well. Beyond the initial attack from the ogres hurling the boulders, there haven't been many like artillery attacks like that on the city.
Good stuff.
And the soldiers who were currently outside of the gates, you have dispatched.
Good.
Roll a perception check.
That I can do. 24.
Okay.
Damn.
Further to the southeast, close to where the valley is that separates Wintervale and the Greater Empire from the rest of Blackfield, you do see still coming from that area. There are many like troops and people moving in.
So seeing all that, I will fly back down and then look to Tony and knock on my head.
But it seems you've won the day.
Awesome.
Oh,
So
we
I
won
will
the
go
day.
down telepathy
Stop.
with Tony and then have Tony tell the team everything I just saw.
I kneel down and say, guys, bad news. We're gonna be eating another banquet tonight, and I'm gonna feel full.
Wow, what's the matter?
I give some fist bumps around to the group and say, we're good for today.
Oh,
That all?
really?
I look to Moss and give him a message like that.
Yeah, it seems currently there's no more forces that have gathered outside of the city.
Yeah,
For now.
Yeah.
seem to be backing off.
For now.
For now.
I mean, can we burn down the forest and try and burn some of them alive while they're sleeping?
So currently the area that you're at is a tundra. It is treeless, it is flat. It does have
Okay.
dead grass, but beyond that, it's a very flat, windswept area.
So
Like,
the
so
enemies
no-
are just chilling out in the open?
What's that?
The enemies are just chilling out in the open, quite literally because it's cold.
No, where they are nestled on the side of the cliff that the valley is on, like on the Wintervale side of that cliff. They're
Okay.
nestled at the foot of those mountains, and there are some remnants of trees out that way, but they're very small, like saplings, and
Okay.
aren't living very well in this climate.
My question still stands. Can we pour liquid fire or something on them? Like set oil on fire and...
Mike says no to arson.
You can literally try anything you want, Turget.
Yeah, but in order to properly do it, I need flying help.
Right.
think
So come up with
we're-
the idea, pitch the idea to the team, come to
Yeah,
a.
I will do that.
you know-
I'm asking them.
I think we're fine for today.
Okay.
Moss has
Moss,
more.
Moss will put his wing down, barely put his wing down, and have everyone get on board
Yeah,
and fly us back
I
to the
jump on.
castle.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Grab onto his feet.
Give me 10 seconds, real quick.
1, 2, 3,
Don't pressure him.
5, 6, 7.
Someone's
You are the
able-
least person qualified to count right now.
Told you.
Captain, make me a cave.
All right. So, all of you have gotten onto Moss's wing, and where are you going? Are you flying back into the city?
Back to the castle, yes.
Okay. So yeah, you fly in, and you can see that there's still a lot of forces of your own on the inside of the gate and on the inside of the city. And you also remember that the Duke was talking about a plan was sending a couple of garrisons off into the areas directly to the west and east of Wintervale and close in for like a pincer type maneuver.
Cool.
So currently there are a good number of soldiers still within the city, the craftsmen and merchants. Yeah, you haven't suffered many losses, if any at all. So
Awesome.
Well, to be fair, we were the only ones like protecting this area.
Well, no, there's like other fights raging on. We were just
Ah,
not
okay.
focused on because we're the party of the D&D game.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure there have been a few more troops than just, I don't know, 16 people.
Yeah, there's just
or
the
plus
30 guys we
monsters
had
and such.
breakfast with. That's it. That's the
basically,
entire
like,
D&D
yeah,
universe.
basically like how good the war is doing on your end is like dependent on how you're doing on your battles. If you're like losing your own battles, you're definitely not winning the war, you know.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, so you fly, you continue flying over the city until you get back to the castle.
at risk of making a reference, where we dropping?
For now, if we know
Good
that
question.
there are other attacks going on and there's that if we know the location that group that was doing the pincer maneuver, I'm assuming that was like a move that would give us an advantage. I guess if we're all still in fighting order and no one is especially beaten up.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
I
I'm not. I don't. I don't think I've lost hit points actually.
I'm gonna give myself a quick lay on hands.
So yeah, the Duke didn't tell you specifically where the garrisons would be trooped at, but you could
Did he
always find
suggest-
him and talk to him.
Did he give us like a general area, like they'll be in this region of the
What's the
forest,
garrison
and
at?
this kind of-
Sorry, I know the word, but I
gathering
don't.
gathering
soldiers.
yeah,
Like a
gathering of
yeah,
troops.
like a small gathering of
Okay.
troops. It's not like an army, but it's like a piece that makes an army.
an independent unit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Um,
wasn't. I knew the word, but I wasn't 100% sure what it meant.
Yeah.
So you know that to the east is Bellport, and you know that they surely wouldn't go as far as that. So you know that it's somewhere between Wintervale and Bellport for the first, and for the second, there's only so many places it could be. It'd probably be circled around that valley entrance to the Lost Peaks.
Well, so not knowing the with it being that broad, yeah, I think going back to
So you know
going
they'd
back to
be
the Duke, so that way
somewhere
we can get more information. I think.
like somewhere over
Yeah.
here, and then like
Yeah, that's a
somewhere
lot of land to
over
cover.
here. Yeah.
Did the Duke say where he would be? He didn't.
I'm
right?
assuming in the castle would be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
where-
maybe he's outside the castle, at the near the front, near like the.
Well, I'm gonna
things.
take us to the
Yeah.
castle. So
Okay.
Because I mean, he is a warrior, like first and foremost, so he would be out like in the battles,
Oh, yeah?
fighting and stuff. Yeah.
I don't think Moss would know that, so he'd still take us to the castle.
Would I know that?
Roll history.
16.
Yeah, you would know that.
Okay, I'm going to tell it to the others, or tell it to Moss, like yelling, because I'm considering
brainwave it.
But I mean, it is somewhat painfully obvious because his royal wear is literally like his suit of armor with like a very elegant yet functionable looking crown. It's nothing like, you know, encumbering. It's a very, you know, he could wear it into battle if he had to, sort of thing.
Yeah, but Ollie said most wouldn't know that.
That's kind of metal. It's kind of sick. Like his
I mean, I should
general
hope
armor
it's
is
metal,
also
it's
his
armor.
combat. Oh, fuck off.
My armor can be leather.
Yeah. Heck, I wear leather
Yeah,
armor.
but he's a knight.
He could be a mage for all you know. Well prepared mage.
Spell sword.
Mhm.
But yeah, so you get to the castle, and you do see that the Duke is there, and Kilgrim and most of his men. It seemed they fared pretty good as well, suffering very little losses. And
Any
you
injuries
see
among them? No losses, but any injuries.
there's a few injuries. Yeah, there's people that have like some cuts and scrapes and bruises and bumps.
Alright, well, as I land, I'll go ahead and shift back and just go start immediately running around, spending all my spells since I got to wild shape that whole time. I've got plenty of spells to go around and heal all the troops.
Okay.
As we land, I'm gonna unenlarge, but I still am covered, drenched in blood because I've bled so much while I was massive, and now I'm small again.
Yeah.
My suit is just red.
Yeah, and you look around and you see that everyone is kind of regathering themselves, and yeah, it seems like a good day. And the Duke kind of notices you guys walk in and begins to walk over to you and says, "I see you fared well."
I walk in, dripping all over his red carpet.
Don't
Say
worry,
that we
was
did.
good.
And I mean, he's drenched in blood too, and like he doesn't even care. He's like, I have rolls of them in the basement. Don't even worry about it.
Matter from my own heart.
Totally kind of looks around and is like, any injured? Maybe we can help and heal them.
Moss is like next to you in the middle of healing a bunch of injured people.
And he says, "We do have a few injured, yes. No casualties, no losses. So
That's good.
that's a win. That's a victory." And he says,
Can
if you'd like, you can help heal some of these people." And you see like
Yeah.
one guy with kind of like a bloody scrape on his head, and another guy that has a pretty bad looking axe cut onto his abdomen.
Okay, so where's my two ones? Where are they? I'm gonna just cast it 2 times on the one and
I just marked off 3, but I can ping it 3 times if you want me to, Mike.
No, it's
I don't
fine.
know if you...
so
Alright.
9 for one and 10 for the other.
Okay. Yeah, and even though like their wounds don't completely heal over, they do have a less severe look to them after you do this, and they seem in less pain.
Can
And,
I,
They
uh,
have...
No, go ahead.
can I bring the Duke in for a man hug? I like
Aw.
grab hands and like pat
Yeah.
each other on the back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
for-
do that, and I'm gonna lay on hands him for his remaining missing health.
Oh, okay. And he says, thank you.
Can I ask how
I
much
feel
that is?
great.
Because I need the rest of it.
I mean, he's pretty low. I would say 10, like, probably wouldn't fill him back up.
I've got 30.
Okay. So I would say, like, he's missing about 12 to 15
And
health. Like
Also,
12
if
health.
if Tony was still injured, the second Moss turned back, because I thought you got yourself the lay on hands already. The first thing Moss would have done is hit you with a lay on hands. Or cure wounds. Level, I'll do 4, because I don't want to use my only 5.
Honestly, I will need this as well as my lay on hands.
4d8,
I will fully heal him and then give myself a little bit.
28 health back.
Okay.
28 might just do it.
Nice.
A good roll.
Yes, thank
Very
you.
good roll.
That's a
With
very
one
good
health to spare.
Yeah, I was gonna say that should get you back
sorry.
close to full.
27. 27 health.
Oh, literally full, like perfect.
Exact change, baby. We love that.
Nice.
Oh, sorry,
I'm
I
gonna look
forgot
over
I
to
was on
Talia, and then look to the Duke, and walk up to the Duke, and ask, "Hey, have you seen like a dark elf or something? Someone that would stood out from the enemies? Or has anyone reported something like that?
And he says, to be honest, I didn't really notice. It was kind of the heat of battle.
I know, but I feel like a dark elf would like stand out, but apparently not, because the Blackfoot guys are all human.
I mean,
I was just checking.
Talia hasn't told you guys that she sent her girlfriend away. I thought that was
Well,
like
no,
clear.
we know the first time. We know from
Yeah.
the first one, so we're still.
Yeah, we know. You told us that your girlfriend is has accepted the contract and is on her way, and counting down the days, even if she had the worst travel with the boat with fucking storms, she would still already be like in Aeothar. So that's why I'm asking. Like I know, like I'm not that
clear
dumb.
that you guys don't know that she sent a message to her before
Yeah,
battle.
Yeah,
Wow.
like we haven't been assassinated yet, so I might as well ask, considering there's a full-on war.
Yeah,
Enough.
preventative measures, right?
Sure.
Fair
Yeah.
enough, fair enough.
But
Prefer
yeah,
not to get murdered by your ex-girlfriend on this.
but yeah, he just tells you that he didn't really notice anyone particularly like that.
Well, in that case, watch out a little, cause she might be a bit more dangerous than the average soldier.
And he says, yes, I'll keep my eye out now that I
Okay, and-
know about that.
And please tell the others too.
And he
So,
says,
what are the plans looking like? Like future plans for tomorrow or later?
and he says, well, if it wasn't apparent, that wasn't their full force. They seem to be poking and prodding and testing our defenses. If they're sending men out to be sacrificed like that for just a test, I shudder to think what their full force actually looks like.
Sorry about that.
Okay, so any plans or just reactions?
He says, well, for now, all is quiet. The plan still stands that when things get heavy at the front gates, to bring in the extra troops from the east and the west. We're hoping soon, by the time things start to get heated up, the Vudarians should be showing up as well.
Okay. Where exactly are the troops on the east and west located, just so we can help in case they need help?
And he says, I sent one troop past the Lost Peaks, tucked around inside of the valley to try to keep out of sight from any more advancing forces. They took the mountain route through. There's the mountain gate
Is
in
that
town.
the one next to the cave?
Yes, you can take the mountain gate through town and get out that way. And he says, in the second we had set up at the old watchtower just to the west.
Is that why you wanted us to take out the camps? At least two of them?
And he says, yes, they were tactical hot spots for us.
And for them too, probably. Okay, thank you, that is all.
And he says, if we keep going like this, victory will surely be ours.
Yeah, something tells me, our victories will have an end, considering they still have a dragon up their sleeve. I mean, so do we, but neither of them have shown up yet.
And Kilgrim walks up to you and says, ah, Durgit, how'd you fare today?
Fairly well, I'd say.
Yeah.
I'm not all that injured. Killed a few people, and Rudderkin, I think they're called.
Oh, you fought those damned Rudderkin. We ran into a few
Yeah.
of those, but they mostly threw trolls at us. As if
Oh,
we've never fought trolls. We're from Finnebear.
As soon as he says the word Rudderkin, Tony's head snaps 180 and his eyes light.
Yes,
Okay,
Tony
Sans.
went a bit
Okay.
heavy today.
Fiends.
Yeah, calm down.
Talia like moves to
And-
Tony and pats him on the shoulder. It's alright now. There's no fiend here.
And Ferngal and Dewey approach as well.
Dewey.
And you see that Ferngal has two almost like scimitar-looking blades, and they're both like covered in a thick coating of dark, like
the
inky-looking
nerd
blood.
with the glasses?
Yep.
Oh my god.
What a guy.
Damn. What a guy.
Yep.
So in the exact same voice as 7 Foot Pete, but much taller and made of metal, Moss raises his hand and goes, "Hello, friends."
And Ferngal turns around and says, "Oh, a warforged, huh? I haven't seen your kind in quite a while. Where'd you come from, Uthad?"
All of Moss's eyes zero in. Usually they're like moving and like all, especially now, but then all of a sudden, "I'm sorry. What?"
And he says, "Hi, warforged. That's what you are, aren't you?"
All of the eyes start moving much faster than anyone has seen them move.
And
Except for one, the big one, dead tight, still on the dude's face.
and he has like a side pack on him, and he pulls out a book and says, "Here, I'll show you real quick," and starts flipping through it. And you see a picture of what looks almost exactly like you. A few differences here and there. There's some engravings and carvings on this one that you see. The one pictured has almost like it's almost like the Alpha Omega sign, but it's almost like that, staggered and carved like repeatedly over its body. And it's standing in a very stoic, proud kind of stance. He is
Sorry, typing a lot of shit down right now.
This reflects Moss's confusion, don't worry.
I figure since we got the book whipped out, might as well give you everything of note that he can discern from it for you.
I asked them, where did you get that book, might I ask?
And he says, "Oh, this, I found it in an old library on an island called Uthad. It's to the northwest of Finnaber."
If I'm not wrong, that is, yes, okay. And I said, "Oh, you've been to Azad?"
And he says, "Hi, I've poked around a little bit. It's a bit wild out there. There's not a whole lot of civilization to be found."
I see. Do you have any artificers with you?
And he says, I think there's someone around. Yeah, I'd have to find him for you, though."
So all at once, all of Moss's eyes stop and then zero back in. Like, "You've said you've seen more of me. Where?"
And he says, random places. Never for long when I did see one. Whenever they were around, they were in and out like a dream. You almost didn't think they were there to begin with. I saw one in Vudar, and, where did I see the other? It had to have been Esdale.
That's my home.
You're from Esdale.
Yes. I don't know if it's obvious, and she runs her fingers along her elf ears.
And he says, "Well,
Vudar.
People can be born in different places."
Oh, fair enough, fair enough.
Where in Vudar? Do you remember specifically?
Oh,
I spent
yes.
some time in Plague Sula. Would it have been me?
And he says, Plague Sula. Lovely place." And he says, No, I was down south in the rainforests."
We've also been there.
And he says,
yeah.
Dense, isn't it?
Yeah.
Quite.
Yeah.
And he
That
says,
was before I joined you all.
Infected by
right?
Gorgons.
That was
believe
before you
so.
joined us, yeah.
Yeah. And he says, it was down in Susmal, in southern Vudar.
Would I know where that is?
South,
you-
southeast of the map. I'm
you-
staring at
yeah,
it
No,
right now.
but would I know anything about the area?
Ah, gotcha.
Roll a history check.
That's a no.
I give him guidance if I can.
It was what you want to.
D4.
16.
16 is
Add a
good.
D4.
Yeah.
Add a D4. It could be 20.
Yeah, 16 is good. So, what you know about Susmal is it is nestled deep in the rainforest to the south. And it is a very large and very old city. You know that there is a large population of Tabaxi and also Dragonborn who live there. And you also know it is built on one of the main rivers that runs through the southern part of Udar. The Dante's River.
Is that Dante's as in possessive to Dante or Dante's?
Dantes, like like Dante, but with a Z at the end.
Like,
Ooh.
So not from the Devil May Cry series.
Yes. Dante if he was Spanish.
Dantes.
Dantes.
And I was just gonna ask, and where in Estelle do you see a Warforged? You said you saw also one in Estelle.
Yes.
Do you remember where? Maybe I know something about the area.
Damn,
Take your
why
time.
this- Fuck.
And he says, "Oh, I was out poking around near Lake Ileana."
Is the big lake in the middle? Because the lakes don't have names.
Yeah, out that way.
Okay. Do I know? Can I roll him to see if I know something about the area that I can tell Tomas?
Sure, go ahead.
Would be important to him.
That seems right.
Don't feel the
Damn.
24. Yeah. Let's.
24?
Roll that for you. Yeah.
So what you know about Lake Ileana and the large city close to it is that it is seemingly untouched from the war because it is very, very remote and it has kind of natural barriers around it. The city itself, it has a large like mountain chain as a barrier around it. It's a large city, but in general, it's very remote and has very good natural defenses. So it tends to try to stay neutral and out of the war if it can.
Cool. I would say everything that you said, Tomas. I'm not sure if that helps.
Okay.
My subtitles right now are just frantically typing. Sorry, just give me like 2 more minutes.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. That, Udar, Ezell. Got that. And this island. Uthad?
What's
Can
that?
you tell me more about it?
Oh,
Talking to Ferngal.
right. And you were asking him what?
About the island of Uthad. Just like, what is it?
Oh.
What is the connection to Warforged to it?
Oh, okay. And he says, well, there's an old story that floats around. Uthad is the forge of the world, and also the forge that the Warforged were created in.
Upon hearing Forge of the World, Tony's like sat with his hands up and his head in his hands, staring contently.
Does this story mention who built the Warforged?
And he
And
says,
how many?
And he says, there was some goddess, Bri, I think was the name. Yes, yeah, Bri.
The three of you say in unison. I'd like to say at some point during that confusion, Tony chirps up and says, Bakov!
If I can ask, exactly how old are these stories? Like all the eyes slowly zoom in.
And he says, hundreds, if not thousands of years old. Yeah, he says hundreds, if not thousands of years old.
Yeah. No, Moss is processing.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
How old is
No, it's fine.
Talia?
Not that old. Fuck you.
Okay.
200.
Fuck what I know.
Sorry.
She could be like 200
Did
years
not
old,
mean to do
300.
that.
That would still fit under the 100 category.
So Moss will
We go
just kind of
sit down.
like actually just like slowly sit down. If there's not a chair nearby, he will just sit on the ground. And
okay.
he just kind of sits on the ground and just sits, looks up at Ferngal from his seated position.
Mm-hmm.
Looks up.
True, actually, yeah, probably at eye level when he's sitting with Ferngal.
Yeah, because he
maybe
is
actually
a
still a
dwarf.
little bit taller. Yes, and Moss is 7 feet tall. Yeah, so looking at it, I was just, could I see that book?
And he says, sure, help yourself, and hands it over to you.
Does it have a title on it?
It did, but it's been, like, completely worn off by the elements.
Very old.
Yeah.
Christ. Fuck. I don't have prestigiation or repair. Isn't there a thing that cleans? Mending. It's mending. I don't have mending. God damn it. Oh no, mending doesn't restore words anyway. Okay, so Moss will just kind of take it and like flip through it. If I do like just a quick scan through, do I see anything else pertaining to Warforged? Anything more about the story, about where they went, why they aren't there, anything like that? Like if I peruse through, not having to ask him, just any information I can pull from his book.
Yeah, so you flip through it and you do see that there are several pictures, and you see the one that he was pertaining to, the one that he had told you about that he had seen, and you see this.
Oh, so the one that's covered in all the Alpha and Omega carvings, that's one he saw? Omega. That's hysterical. Omega.
Yeah.
Alpha and
Yeah.
Omega.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
So he saw that. Okay, well, let me correct that.
Yeah.
It's kind of got Moss's neck too.
Right?
Just a bunch of pipes
It's
and
almost
shit.
like they're siblings.
Yeah. I mean, are they? They're constructs.
It's not getting.
I mean, they're siblings in the
Technically,
they're siblings in the sense that they were created by the same
by
person.
the same thing. Yeah,
you know.
true.
Yeah, that's a sibling.
That is siblings. Yeah, it's my brother. Fuck. Oh god. Okay. The boss is just kind of sitting there, looking at this book, staring at this picture.
Does Moss even have a concept of family?
No. He has to
Oh.
figure it out right now. He's figuring it out. He's like, is this my sibling? No, we're made. But yes, because so are people. People are made, just different. There's a whole fucking... After processing for a bit, he'll look up at Ferngal. Is there any more to this story of this world forge?
And he says, I am sure there is, but I don't know all of it, unfortunately.
And then Moss will kind of sit and turn now over to Tony and Hydrata. And do you know of magic that can block memories? Something that can stop you from remembering?
I sit down with him and was I taught about anything like this in good old wizard school? Or paladin school, I guess?
Roll a history.
To be fair, I did fail wizard school.
I give guidance plus 4, D4.
Rolling the dice.
12.
12?
Hooray!
You
I
know,
did fail wizard school.
you know, like a number of spells that can alter people's thoughts sometimes memories, but any one specific you don't really know.
And I say, I know a number of spells that could alter people's thoughts or memories, but one specific
memories?
spell I wouldn't even know.
Question. Wait, we're trying to figure out what kind of alter
Is
memories.
there magic that can alter memories? And
Yes.
if so, what would be the magic to undo it?
Can I?
Corin, this is just what Tony would know. Or
Oh,
I mean,
are
I
they
guess
going
it-
through their mind.
I guess if Moss wants to ask you as
Yeah,
well,
I'm asking both
but-
of them. Technically
okay.
I'm asking the party, but I'm turning to them because they're the magic people.
Okay, because
gotcha.
I've actually had an education in. Or wait, no, not Arcana.
Aren't you
History, right?
self-taught?
Yeah.
Guidance also, so D4.
17 plus a D4.
God, I love that cantrip.
17, 18, 19, 20.
Okay. Yeah, so you know that there's a number of charm spells that people have used to alter memories. They're not very strong spells,
Mm-hmm.
so it wouldn't last for a very long time. It would end after a certain point. So there's really nothing that you know of that would like last for long durations of time.
Mm-hmm. So I relay this information to Moss. Say, how long has it been since you've lost your memory?
Since before I've met all of you. Since I woke up.
How long is that in in-game time, Mr. DM?
Months.
Yeah, months.
Okay.
Not very
And
long.
those spells wouldn't usually last month?
No. It would be
Okay.
like a day, maybe a week at the most.
Mm-hmm.
That's like on the stronger side of what you know.
Can I actually use detect thoughts to probe so far deep into his mind that I could see all of his memory?
Seeing that's a level 1 spell, probably not, but you could try.
It's level 2, but yeah.
And still.
Have a go.
Can I know everything about this guy?
Ping it for me
Or-
first off. So
I don't actually have things, so I'll just copy and paste it.
Here, I got it.
that's
Hold
fine.
on. Was it detect thoughts?
Yeah, detect thoughts.
Well, that right there should kind of answer the question. I assume it has to be something relevant in his conscious mind, not something locked away in his subconscious. It'd have to be something he could actively think about, and if he doesn't remember anything, then he's not really actively thinking about it.
Wait,
No,
where
the,
does it say that?
the deepest you can learn is if it fails. Oh no, if it fails. If it succeeds the spell end. Oh no, if it fails as in me. You gain insight into its reasoning, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind. You don't get all of their memories.
Okay, thank you.
I believe there is a 7th level spell that does that.
There is?
Or 9th level. One of the 9th levels, one of the big ones. That lifts you like it's like total telepathy or something like that. But you won't be able to do it until level 20 is the moral of the story. Or level 17.
Moral.
Are you talking about...
It doesn't matter, is the point.
Okay,
That
well.
You don't have access to the spell that does that.
Yeah.
But regardless of all that, so there isn't a spell that you know of that lasts that long, but Moss would
Yeah.
still ask anyway. But if it could, is there a way to stop it, to gain the memory back? Because I didn't know anything about me. And if I'm different, maybe what's affecting me is different too. This is
True.
what I'm going after. And he like looks to the group. I need to know. And then like light bulb turns to Tony. Do you still have that book?
I do, and I pull out all my books. I
Basics
imagine
of
there's
magic.
like a literal light bulb somewhere on your body that lights them.
Oh, there's definitely an LED behind one of the lenses, like 100%. Yes, the basics
Actually,
of
wait.
magic.
Do any of you have remove curse?
No.
No.
It's metagaming. Moss doesn't know what the spell is. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm looking.
Well,
So
yeah,
I'm
but
going to look into the book that I have.
I own Divine Magic, the book, Sorcery Anew, Cantrips 101, and Book of the Cool.
God, the cool.
So it's probably Sorcery 101 and
Cantrips 101, Sorcery Anew.
Sorcery Anew, and maybe there's not going to be any memory cantrips. So I guess Sorcery 101.
Divine Magic, the book.
Maybe Divine Magic, because that's healing. Yeah, so between those two, I would like to peruse through, and if someone
One in
can
each
help
hand,
me,
reading both your eyes.
try to find anything I can on magic that directly affects memory.
I will assist as I've read these books before.
Now, making the connections of, I definitely should have a memory, why don't I?
Using the help action. You see, if you go to the back, there's a glossary. You can look through that.
Mikael,
Yes.
what would I roll to look through these books?
History, I suppose.
History with advantage, thanks to Tony, with an extra d4 as well from guidance.
Yeah.
Oof. Or,
Don't fuck this up.
13.
13.
13.
Okay. So yeah, you skim through the book, and you see a couple like lift curse spells. You see lesser restoration spell.
Is there like a bigger version of Lesser Restoration that it mentions?
Not that you can see.
Would I, having the spell, know what it is? After having a book reading Lesser Restoration and having the spell?
Does Moss have greater restoration?
That's the question. Since I have the spell, would I be able to put it together?
I suppose,
Or would
yeah.
that be a roll? Well, that's the question. Is if yes, then just kind of in a moment of either madness or brilliance, Moss will just kind of look at his hand, then touch himself on the chest, and then cast Greater Restoration on himself.
Okay. And it all comes flooding back. Your entire memory.
All of it, including before the Feywild?
Not before the Feywild, but...
So everything, at least that chunk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, not everything, just the Feywild. Like,
Yeah, okay.
the most recent, quote unquote.
Fuck. Most recent couple thousand years of memory.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck.
But yeah, all of it comes flooding back. The Feywild, here's some...
Do I need to make a wisdom save or something for that amount of thought processing? Or is that just like I get it back and Greater Restoration makes it manageable?
Yeah, I would say Greater Restoration makes it manageable.
Okay. Alright. So, Moss does that.
Yeah,
And
you now have your memory of that time back to you.
oh dear.
You okay?
I look to Moss.
You okay?
Fuck. No, I'm not okay, actually. No, I'm not.
Do you remember everything?
Most of it, at least.
Well, that's going to be a big story time if you want to tell
You
us.
sound kind of different.
Yeah, I do, don't I? Oh, fuck, yes, oh, Lord, yes, how long has it been? Oh, fuck me. Okay, well,
Gains 20 levels because of how much he remembers.
actually, no, my time in the woods here is actually what's got me quite powerful. I could do a bit back in the woods, but not as much as I can here. This is weird for me too, just so we're clear. This is very weird for me.
Yes, I'm aware.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So, I guess introductions are in order then, or reintroductions. Hello, my name is Machina Sylvan. You can keep calling me Moss. That is my name now.
Didn't we already figure out your name? Isn't it written in the
Indeed,
chest?
yes, but that is what I actually am called. we didn't
Cool.
know that, like, per se. We knew it was, like, what it was, but... Yeah, no, I am Machina Sylpharm, and it seems there are some other Machinas out there.
Are they good? Are they bad? Are they
Jesus.
evil?
Not Jesus. Gods. Jesus isn't real. He's not here. And like looking across everyone, and Ferngal, gives him his book back.
He's
Thank
staring.
you,
He's
sir.
staring. He's staring in awe at this point of like
I think
everything.
everyone.
Everything that's
Tiny jug on the
transpired in the
floor.
last like 7 minutes. He's just
Yeah,
like
he's
in
been
awe.
watching. Yeah, so Moss like stands up now, like all of his movements before very clunky, very heavy, now completely fluid. One of
Stand
the
up with him.
Yeah, stands up, reaches the book over to Ferngal. Just, apologies, sir. Believe this is yours.
And he's kind of like, yeah, okay. And
Yes,
takes it from you.
Yeah, we're
after we get some more fights, if you fancy another pint, let me know. And Moss will just turn very quickly, and just I think I need some sleep.
I
Wait,
insult him and hug him.
wait. Moss. I have a very important question.
Yes.
What cursed your memory? Like, what made you lose your memory?
I'm hugging you this whole time.
yeah.
That would be very good to know.
Moss sits there. He returns the hug like instantly, like very fluid, very reactionary, very human reactions.
Oh, I'm so proud of you.
But yes, if I'm honest, I need to think for a bit. I'm not still entirely sure, but I think if I just let myself rest for a bit, put everything together, I shall have an actual answer for you in the morning.
Okay,
Beyond
well,
that.
sleep well, I guess.
I don't sleep still. That's still normal. Everything's the same. Literally everything.
You-
I'm just me.
And as Moss undergoes this drastic transformation, that's where we'll go ahead and end it for this week.
Perfect.
Thank you for watching.
Oh,
We love you.
fuck.